Yeah. man, did I need that cold beverage after what was a scorching AEW Dynamite tonight, man. Holy shit. I told you TK was going to come through with the tournament, man. I told you guys. Everything except Maki Itho. This tournament's been great.
Oh, but JD, you don't like the Joshis.
Johnny Elite made his AEW debut against Samoa Joe. Kyle O'Reilly and Ray Fenix put on a banger. Britt Baker and Maki Itho went toe-to-toe. And Adam Cole and Jeff Hardy got barely any TV time remaining for their semi-final match. We'll discuss that right here on the show tonight. Wardlow takes 10 lashes. Did we really expect only 10 lashes? Come on now, man. MJF abuses the 10 lashes, and Wardlow gets his ass handed to him tonight by MJF. Serena Deeb cut one hell of a promo. And we may be on the verge of one of the most epic War Games matches of all time. That is, of course, if we get the announcement by William Regal in the next 2 weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to go to the venue. Jesse apparently is sweeping up because he forgot to fucking do the chores last night. I even heard somebody threw up because they were partying too hard, man. So he's in the venue right now cleaning up vomit. But it'll be ready, man, because when we go live, we're going live. And I got one question for you guys tonight, man, before I get the hell out of here. What the fuck are you guys drinking? I'll see you over there.
AEW successful? Why is Tony Khan running his promotion better than Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard are running Monday night and Friday night? Long-term booking.
Very much for joining us right here on Off the Script. This is your AEW Dynamite post show for May 18th, 2022. I am your host, JD from New York. As always, joined by my very good friend and resident OTS VIP, Jesse. What is going on, man?
Not much, bro. Good to be here.
Good to be here, man. We had one hell of a banger episode tonight, man. Of AEW.
A lot of fun, man.
Everything but Maki Itho, bro. Maki
What?
Itho, man.
That was the best part of the show.
Get the fuck out of here. Are you fucking kidding me, man? This guy over here. Look at this fucking clown.
I don't understand this guy with fucking Joshis, man.
I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it. I don't understand all the love, man. Jesus fucking Christ. I think my ears bled as much as they've ever bled, man. And we have to go through Monday and Friday. It was worse than that.
Hey,
my goodness, man.
You're complaining, bro. You don't watch BTE.
I do not. I'm sorry.
I gotta see her on BTE. I probably gotta see her on Dark for the next month and a half straight.
Well, good. Now you can share in my misery, man. Share in my misery. Listen, we're not here to talk about Maki Itho. We'll talk about that cringe fest a little bit later. I even got some people talking shit about me on social media. Oh, who doesn't like Maki Itho? Everybody but JD, apparently. Give me a break.
I love Maki Itho. It must be just you, man.
Maybe there's something wrong with me, man. It wouldn't be the first time I heard that. Jesse, we had one hell of a show tonight, all kind of spearheaded by the Owen Hart Cup, man. I knew Tony Khan was going to create a great tournament, kind of bringing me back to the old school King of the Ring type feel. We had a lot of Owen Hart Cup tournament matches tonight. One semifinal match between Jeff Hardy and Adam Cole, baby. And it was Wild Card Wednesday, man. Maybe I should name a night of the week for the venue, man. Wild Card Wednesday. Spin a wheel, everybody gets a free beverage. What do you think?
They can make this a yearly thing, man.
Well, like Wild Card Monday Night Raw?
Well,
everybody from the other brand shows up. You never know who it's going to be, man, right? They don't give a shit about a brand split.
Only difference is it'll be interesting on this end. But yeah, man, have the Owen tournament and then right before the pay-per-view have Wild Card Wednesday. Yeah,
Wild Card Wednesday, man. I like it. They dubbed it Wild Card Wednesday tonight, and apparently we got two jokers, bro. One of them being Maki Itho, which was a complete fail, complete letdown, and the other one, man, we got Johnny Morrison back, bro. Johnny Elite is not AEW. I think it's a one-time thing for now. But he was the Joker, opened the show against Samoa Joe tonight, man. How great was it to see John Morrison back in a ring and get rid of that WWE fucking cringe that he was a part of for so long. It was great to see him back.
Man, that was fantastic stuff, man. I mean, he was no Maki Itho, but it was awesome seeing Johnny Mundo, man.
This guy's wearing a White Sox jersey. And a Maki Itho fucking cringe fest, love fest over here by Jesse. I don't know what's going on here. I think everybody's against me. Even my own fucking co-host is against me. It was great to see him back, man. Minus that, we'll talk about it. We'll get into what happened there with Samoa Joe. But minus that one little botch there for the 450, I thought he looked good.
It's always good to see, John Morrison, man. When the music played and the graphic hit, and it said Johnny Elite, I had a different Johnny Elite in my head.
I think the crowd actually had a different Johnny Elite in their minds as well.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, we got Johnny Elite. That's not Johnny. Yeah, it is Johnny Elite. Okay, all right, cool. Well,
I mean, all right. If you guys were paying attention to Tommaso Ciampa's Instagram today, he kind of poked fun at the Joker. He said he was at Epcot, which he might have really been at Epcot with both Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae. He says, I'm at Epcot with these two jokers.
Yeah.
Nice little play on what happened tonight, man. Everybody loves to have fun and poke with the fans a little bit. So we got John Morrison as the Joker in the opening match there. And then Maki Itho was the Joker for the ladies going up against Britt Baker. And not really much there. Not much of a surprise. Britt Baker went on to win the match, and she is now in the semifinals against Miss Toni Storm. So that should be very interesting next week. Jesse, the other big thing that happened tonight was MJF and the 10 Lashes against Wardlow. This kind of went exactly how I anticipated it to go. Wardlow standing there like a savage, taking every shot, and MJF just being a complete prick like we know him to be, abusing the 10 lashes and abusing the stipulation of tonight's segment, and pretty much beat down Wardlow in grand fashion. And even more so now, MJF has a fucking symphony of God knows how many power bombs coming to him in Las Vegas. It should be quite entertaining in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the build, man. And I think I want to say the creative team, but I guess TK deserves a little bit of credit in regards to feuds like this, where they have to go for so long because we don't have, 3-4 week builds before a pay-per-view here. We get 3 months.
Yeah.
And I think they did a pretty good job of getting us, to this match. Despite I would call this week a hiccup, but not really a hiccup because it wasn't the same 10 lashes like we got before, but at the same time, it was still booked as 10 lashes, and we've seen that before.
Yeah.
But granted, the outcome was different, and the booking itself, we've seen that before. But just to keep us interested from the inception of the feud to the match, without them really, having 14 matches in between, hats off in that regard. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think we talked about this either last week or the week before that. It is a recycled storyline from what MJF did with Cody Rhodes. But I didn't really mind it because it came off a little bit different than what he did with Cody. Cody actually took the 10 lashes, and so did Wardlow, but MJF did not do what he did tonight with Cody Rhodes. It was more of a traditional, savage lashing when he did it against Cody. So I appreciate the fact that they kind of approached this a little bit differently.
Right.
So that was awesome tonight. And then the other big thing, which I hope we do get the announcement in the next couple of weeks, because we still have 2 weeks to go before Double or Nothing. The Blackpool Combat Club and the Jericho Appreciation Society. What a segment that was. Jericho pretty much running down everybody in the Blackpool Combat Club. And William Regal was out there. I swear to God, man, I thought we were going to get him in the classic War Games announcement that he used to do in NXT. Do it tonight for Blood and Guts, but we did not get that, unfortunately. What a segment between those 10 guys and William Regal tonight. Quite entertaining television. And like we talked about many weeks ago, Jesse, this is the perfect feud for the sports entertainers versus the professional wrestlers, man. I think whoever came up with this and the build for this is a genius. I think this is going to be great going into Double or Nothing.
Yeah. I'm liking it. I was also waiting for the War Games, version of Blood and Guts. Maybe Regal needs a week to practice it, man. That first one is important.
Yeah.
You got to get it right. Should you drag it out? Should it be quick? Should it be a War Games?
I honestly do think he should say War Games. I mean, what difference does it fucking make? We all know it's the same match.
Should be Blood and Guts or Blood and Guts? Which one is it? We gotta perfect it. We gotta. I thought it was coming. I thought it feels like that they're alluding to it. Like they don't know what kind of match to do. Stadium Stampede. No, I'm not doing this. Do this. Not doing that. And then Regal's gonna bring it home. And like, Blood. He got to present it. And the first way he does it is gonna be the new way it's announced. So he has to get it right.
Yeah. So we have a lot to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, and I appreciate you, Jesse. Appreciate you joining us right here on the podcast tonight. We got 1,800 in the venue. Some people are still filtering on in, but I see a problem here, guys. I only see 446 likes. You guys know what that means, man. We need to get those likes up. We need 1,000 likes minimum on tonight's AEW Dynamite post show on Off the Script. Get those super chats in as well. We're going to hang out at the end of the show. You guys let us know what's on your mind, what you thought of Dynamite tonight, what you're thinking of the last 2 weeks of build going into Double or Nothing. Hell, if you guys even want to chime in on the Sasha Banks and Naomi situation, which is on everybody's mind, you guys can sound off in the super chats. They are open all night, so get them on in. Also, make sure you guys hit those join buttons Get those memberships in, man. You guys are going to sit VIP right back there. And sooner rather than later, Jesse, we'll be sitting VIP in the new OTS Beer Garden. That is under construction right now, man. I'll fill you in on the briefing after the show is over, man. This is going to be fucking epic. Holy shit. So we got that coming along, and you guys will be in the Beer Garden all summer. So look forward to that. But yes, get those memberships in, man. You guys get those emotes and those badges next to your name. It's a great deal, man. Great way to support the show by hitting that join button. Also, go check out all the content on the channel, guys. There is plenty of it. Monday Night Raw, we did a live stream yesterday with 4,000 people talking about Sasha Banks and Naomi. I did an extra today with more follow-up information. What a wild fucking story. Jesse, whose side are you on, man? You on the East side? You on Vince's side, Bruce's side, or you on Sasha and Naomi's side?
Bro, do I look like someone that be on Vince's side? He could be right, and I still wouldn't be on his side.
I don't know, man. It's a crazy situation over there. So everybody knows that we're pro Sasha Banks over on this side of things, man. So go check that out. Lots of truth bombs dropped in there, and just some great stuff there. So go check all that stuff out.
Let me abbreviate that story real quick with this. Vince McMahon saying that Sasha is being unprofessional,
yeah,
is literally the same thing as MJF complaining to the referee that someone else cheated.
Bro, I don't know what you're talking about, man. WWE is so professional, man. They love to fire people on their wedding days, bro.
They
love to fire people on their wedding days, man. They like to send WWE legends their shit back in trash bags, insinuating that they're garbage, bro. Right?
Bro, if I'm a impartial arbitrator in this, when I'm looking at it and Vince is like, oh, that's unprofessional, I would just stop everything for a second and be like, hold on a goddamn minute. Before we even get into the logistics of this and who's right and who's wrong, you're telling me you want me to punish someone for being unprofessional. You. Fuck out of here, man.
I mean, it's the same guy that fought God, bro, on pay-per-view.
He fought God.
He had Trish Stratus bark like a dog on Monday Night Raw, bro. What are you talking about? He's so professional, man.
Bro, we could spend the next 3 hours of this show tonight talking about all of the unprofessional things that Vince McMahon and WWE have done, but yet he wants to complain that she's being unprofessional.
Yeah.
All right,
crazy,
go
man.
on with the show, bro. Let's go.
It's crazy, man. Listen, I appreciate all the support, guys. The channel has fucking hit a beautiful momentum this week thanks to the Sasha Banks and Naomi story, man. I appreciate you guys stopping by and listening to what I have to say on it. Also, go get your t-shirts, man. We just dropped our new t-shirt today on bonfire.com. If you guys take a look at my profile picture on Twitter, that is the new t-shirt, man. The Dawn of the IWC. Get yours today in all various shapes and sizes. Women's t-shirts as well. Tank tops for the summertime. You guys name it, man. It is now on Bonfire exclusively. That is bonfire.com. Link for all my merchandise you guys see right at the bottom of the stream there. And it is in the description as well. So go get your t-shirts, man. It's a great way to support the show. And also, today's show is sponsored by Audible, audibletrial.com/offthescript. 30 days free of their service and one free audiobook of your choice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start at the top. We're going to start with the Owen Cup here on AEW Dynamite. Samoa Joe.
Didn't Vince bring Selena Vega back and then fired her husband the next day?
Yes.
Okay.
All done on purpose with design by strategy. No question.
Okay. All right. Moving on.
So he's so professional, though, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
He's so professional. My goodness. Holy shit. John Laurinaitis, man, he's also a professional, man. Johnny Ace, man. Everybody loves Johnny Ace. He's so professional, too, right?
He had Rock. He had the most popular, the most famous guy on the planet come out on the Monday Night Raw and embarrass Lana on national television.
Yes.
For no reason.
Yes. People power.
Okay.
Johnny Ace.
Unprofessional, huh?
Sorry, kid, it's not you. It's budget cuts.
All right. Gotcha.
Owen Cup, ladies and gentlemen, quarterfinals. This is Samoa Joe versus Johnny Morrison. Johnny Elite is not elite. I don't think he's elite. We didn't get a graphic, but Johnny Elite, a.k.a. Johnny Morrison, made his AEW debut tonight against Samoa Joe. Actually, Jesse, a first-time match for these two, first time in the ring. I was actually quite surprised by that statistic.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah,
Crazy.
man, their roads have been long traveled. I'm surprised they haven't crossed.
I know. And you know what, man? I got to be honest with you, man. It is so great to see Johnny Morrison, Johnny Elite, without the fucking dripstick, man. Remember that? Oh, my goodness.
No, I don't. I stopped
Man,
watching.
I can't recognize him without zombies around, bro.
No, I stopped watching. So to me, Johnny Elite is fresh and looking good, bro. No dripstick involved.
I couldn't recognize him without the Walking Dead around him, bro. You know?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Okay.
Anyway, Joe is awesome. Joe is so intense, man. He makes everything just look so good. John Morrison in there looked great. Johnny was on the defensive early. Joe took early advantage here with a body block. Johnny came back with a thrust kick. He tried to keep Joe off of his feet because that's when he is most dangerous. Obviously, a big lariat took out Joe, allowing Mr. Elite to attempt this huge flipping dive that didn't really connect at first, but the execution of it was fucking great. So we went to commercial break after that, and it's nice to see that his parkour is still in check. Once we're back from commercial break, Joe took it to Johnny with a big boot and then a running senton. He goes for a cover. He gets a 2 count. 2 more loud chops followed there by Samoa Joe. My goodness. Joe wanted a muscle buster early, wanted to end it early, but Johnny flipped out, and he hit a Samoan drop on Samoa Joe. He came up short off the top rope, following with a 450 splash. Joe, Jesse, was way too far. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking here. He landed it, but he landed on his feet and almost gave us a Charlotte Flair moment in the middle of the ring tonight. Not really something that I anticipated, number one, from him. He's always so smooth in the ring. And something that could have easily been avoided. I think he's enough of a veteran to realize that even him, I don't think I'm going to make that 450. You know who could hit that 450, bro? Ricochet. Ricochet could hit that 450, not John Morrison.
Hey, John Morrison can hit it, man. A little bit of ring rust. First time on live TV in a little bit.
He was 70% across the ring, bro. Give me a break.
Hey, man. He's done it before, man.
Not all the parkour in the world could save him on this night, man. I don't know. Anyway, he came up short on that 450. The minor blemish that was the 450, it still was a very good match between these two, even though it was a first-time thing. Missed the 450. He recovered nicely from it, and he then landed a Shining Wizard to follow up after the 450. Johnny went for his flipping springboard moonsault. I believe he calls it... the fuck does he call that shit, bro? I forgot it because it's so goddamn terrible.
Was it Starship Pain?
Starship Pain. There you go. The worst finisher in all of pro wrestling, next to his best friend, The Miz, with the fucking skull-crushing finale. Oh, my goodness. Joe got his knees up on the Starship Pain, and he went for the Muscle Buster. Absolutely devastating Muscle Buster. Joe gets the victory here and advances to the semi-final. He will now face the winner of Kyle O'Reilly and Rey Fenix in the semifinal here of the Owen Cup. After the match was over, almost immediately, Sanjay Dutt and Jay Lethal ran down and attacked Joe. Satnam Singh was slowly walking behind, and I don't know if that was on purpose or if it was just because he can't move as quickly as intended, but Joe was being beaten down, Jesse, by Lethal and Sanjay Dutt. Best friends Trent and Chucky T and Rocky Romero came out. They had chairs, and they stopped the assault there and put an end to the attack there by Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt. It looks like, Jesse, we're going to get Jay Lethal versus Samoa Joe at the Double or Nothing pay-per-view. I can't imagine anything else because they've been building to this for quite a while now. And going into next week, we got Kyle O'Reilly. We might as well talk about it now. We'll talk about the match when we get to it, but Kyle O'Reilly did beat Rey Fenix tonight. Should be a great match between O'Reilly and Joe, just based on their styles. But we may be looking at Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole in the fucking final of this thing, bro.
What did I say 2 weeks ago?
I know. Listen, I know what you said. I know what you said, man.
We'll see. We'll see. We haven't gotten there yet. But
all right, but I'm just saying, Joe and Morrison, he was brought in to take an L. It's easy for him to take an L, being that he's not elite yet. Or if he will be elite, I'm not sure. But it looks like, Jesse, it may be Lethal and Joe. What do you think?
I like it. Wait. Lethal and Joe for the title. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna get. I mean, and Lethal is gonna come in and protect Joe and his loss to Kyle. And yeah, man, it looks like Adam Cole words are gonna ring true. We're gonna get an undisputed elite member to win that tournament.
I don't know, man. You know, it's funny that we're getting NXT vibes in AEW, man. Slowly but surely, more and more every week. You know, I even called for let's get Johnny Gargano in the tournament. Let's revisit Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole. And here we are, where we may be getting Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly in the finals of this Owen Cup. I don't mind it. I mean, they put on great matches. I just didn't really give a shit about it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, no, I've said it before, man. We were all, kind of just upset and butthurt that NXT went away, and we got 2.0 in its place. But slowly but surely, low key, man, the original NXT as we knew it has not gone anywhere, man. It just changed channels.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people don't really. A lot of people don't really understand that.
Yeah, I mean, I love the black and gold NXT, but moreover, I didn't necessarily love it individually. I loved the pro wrestling that it brought us. I love what it brought us. I love the simplistic storylines and the great wrestling, and that's being literally translated over to AEW right now. So, I mean, I'm not mad at it, man. I just want really good fucking wrestling. Oh, we got to pause the show, bro.
I know. I see it. Angel Alaga with a $100 super chat. Angel, you fucking beast, man. Look at this guy dropping a bomb early on. He says, your extra was off the hook today. Sasha has been treated horribly for years. Oh, my goodness, man. We both love, Jesse and I both love Mercedes, man. We know what she brings to the table and how valuable she really is.
She is, bro. I mean, she is. I mean, look, we can take out the argument of who was professional, who was right, who was wrong. We can omit that for a half of a second and say, has the women's division been treated fairly ever since those tag titles were minted and given to Sasha and Bayley and they were promised the world? Have they been treated fairly?
Absolutely zero. No.
They have not. So if someone were to get this frustrated and to walk out, I mean, how could you blame them? I mean, look, I don't think she was unprofessional at all. But if you want to say that she was, great. Then entertain it. Let's entertain it. How could you not be? At this point, look how she was fucking treated with these titles, not once, but twice now. It's too much, man. It's too much.
Yeah. Thank you, Angel. Thank you for the $100 bomb. If anybody wants to follow in Angel's footsteps, these super chats, like I said, are open. Let us know what you guys think of everything that has transpired this week in the world of pro wrestling. Moving on with the show. Thank you once again, Angel. Lexi Nair interviewed Jeff and Matt Hardy backstage. Yes, Jeff was up and walking about here. She said Jeff has officially been medically cleared to compete tonight in the Owen Cup. Jeff began talking. The Young Bucks interrupted. Matt Jackson told Jeff Hardy that he doesn't need to be leaping off ladders anymore. Matt said he is a shell of his former self, and Adam Cole's going to kick his ass tonight. Matt told him not to worry about Brother Nero, Matt Hardy, that is, not to worry about Brother Nero. He called the Bucks Hardy cosplayers. He said they'll never be better than the Hardys. He also said if they interfere in this match, Cole won't be the only member of the Undisputed Elite who gets their asses kicked tonight. Jesse, it looks like we may be getting some way, shape, or form. May not be a traditional tag team match, but we may be getting the Hardys and the Bucks doing something together at Double or Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a traditional tag match for them. Pretty much whatever they do. I mean, you figure whatever gimmick they throw at it, it'll feel, pretty much, apropos for these four guys. If we throw them in a ladder match, if we throw them in a Texas Tornado match, they've been through it all.
Yep.
So, I mean, just throw a stip at them and it would make sense. Just putting them in there with no stip kind of makes no sense. So I just kind of want to see them do something.
I just hope that it eventually leads to something a little bit more important. I know that they have history together, and I know it's probably, scratching or itching the hell out of Tony Khan, and he's just wanting to scratch that itch, to get the Bucks and the Hardys in the ring. I just want it to mean a little bit more, seeing that this may be the final run for both Jeff and Matt Hardy as a tag team. I would expect that somewhere down the line that these two teams would be in something a little bit more important, say, for the AEW Tag Team Championships.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it necessarily needs the titles, and if they did use the titles, would it kind of get in the way of the outcome? Because are they going to push, the pretty much retired Hardy Boys as tag champs for any amount of time when they have all of these capable tag teams right now?
I don't know. They need one more. This is what it's leading to. It's going to be leading to a final run for a tag team championship. You're going to give them the tag team titles at some point. They're retiring here, bro, before they go to the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Something to think about, though. I don't know if I would do it because they just don't need it. I mean, they can be profiled, and put in a high profile match and given a spotlight without the titles. It's about who they be in the ring with, and them being in the ring with the Bucks could tell a fantastic story.
Yeah, always. CM Punk. Speaking of fantastic stories, CM Punk made his ring entrance. He wore a T-shirt tonight that seemingly upset a lot of people. I don't know why. It is what it is. Keep your fucking political shit to yourself, please. He said abortion rights are human rights. People got triggered by this. It is what it is.
Of course.
Ross hyped the May 29th Double or Nothing event with Punk and Adam Page for the World Championship, and he insinuated, Jesse, that they may do and expect record numbers, man. This is something that I was toying around when I heard this line. I put it in my notes. Do you expect that Double or Nothing, being that Punk is in a World Championship situation against Adam Page, do you expect this to outsell All Out?
As far as the
pay-per-view buys.
Pay-per-view buys? Yeah. I don't know, man. I've yet to be, I'm going to be honest. I don't really have a grasp on what is pushing AEW's buy rates. I mean, I don't think it's a particular match. I think it's the build up to the pay-per-view in the months leading up to the show. And that's just a me thing. I mean, I don't think anyone's sitting around saying, okay, we get Punk versus Hangman. I'm getting this pay-per-view no matter what.
Yeah.
I think the majority of people are sitting around saying, I don't know, let me see how the card plays out, and then as the card builds, okay, this looks fucking good, I'm in.
Yeah.
But that's just a me thing. But I don't think Punk versus Hangman is a turn off for anyone. I think that would draw. So if I had to pick something, if I had to pick one, I would say this would, it would be a draw.
Yeah. I expect them to at least come close to 200,000 buys pay-per-view, no question, for Punk being the World Championship title picture and getting a title match. I think it'll do great numbers for Tony Khan and AEW, as all their pay-per-views just do great numbers for the entire company. But he was out there, made his ring entrance, came out, sat at commentary, was on commentary for the next match, which was Adam Page versus Takeshita, Jesse. Now, we don't really know much about Takeshita, but I will say this, man. This is somebody that I'd like to see more of on TV, man. I think that Takeshita is fucking great. He's got such a great style. He's got such a great presence in the ring. He's got a great size and look to him. He is fucking physical. Some people were telling me that he is like the protege of Kenny Omega. I don't know how truthful that is or how factual that is, but my God, man, he is fucking fantastic.
He is really good. And I mean, maybe it's just a me thing, but his style and his approach reminds me a lot of
Ibushi.
A lot of I see some Ibushi, but I see a lot of Tetsuya Naito in there.
Yeah, him too. Yeah,
I see a lot of Naito in him, and all of these names are fantastic names for him to be compared to. So, and at 26 years old, man, the sky's the ceiling for this guy. It's just a matter of what he ends up doing. I don't think it'd be a smart move to make the leap over into AEW full time right now. So whatever he's doing in DDT, it seems to be getting the job done. I would say keep it up. If he could move to New Japan and get some work in there, I think he could build up a rep to come over to the States. But I wouldn't want to see him do it too soon.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And a lot of people say DDT is a joke comedy promotion. Clearly, with the way this guy works. I don't know what the fuck they're doing over there, but he is as serious gets here, Takeshita. But I do agree with you, man. 26 years old. You know, I'd love to see him advance in his own country and then maybe make a transition over here, you know, just like Jay White did. You know, Jay White was a basic nobody over here in the States, and then he goes to Japan, and all of a sudden becomes a fucking top-tier, grade A professional wrestler.
I was like, Kenny Omega did.
Yeah. So I'd like to see more of him on TV. I thought he was great tonight. He was great in his first match on Rampage. And this was a fantastic match. I thought these two guys complemented each other very well. He made Hangman kind of dance around defeat here for a little bit. And Paige brought it to him, and he made Takeshita look very good as well, being that Paige is the world champion. So the bell rang, and these two went right at it, right at the top. And Paige hit a fall-away slam, and then he hit his springboard clothesline, followed by a plancha. Takeshita returned with one of his own, a more impressive dive on the outside. He landed senton style on the outside, going right into the guardrail. Paige cut off a springboard and chopped Takeshita down. They fought on the apron. This is where Paige kind of lured him in, and he had a back suplex on the apron. Then he hits his signature moonsault, and we go to commercial break. So we're back from break. Takeshita hit a flying clothesline and an absolutely gorgeous blue thunder bomb. He then followed it up with a tope. They traded corner boots and then Germans before taking each other out and double downing with clotheslines at the same time. Paige turned a discus forearm into a nasty-looking tombstone pile driver for a 2 count only. So Paige gets back up. He hesitated a little bit on a buckshot lariat. And he hesitated on the buckshot because he looked over at CM Punk, who was sitting on commentary. This allowed Takeshita to avoid the buckshot and hit a vicious-looking forearm. A last ride powerbomb by Takeshita that was absolutely fucking brutal. My goodness. He went for a near fall. He got a 2.5 on that one. Takeshita then hit a running knee. He followed it up with a stalling German suplex, which looked vicious as well. He couldn't hold the bridge on the German because Takeshita was selling the effects of the previous tombstone on the neck. So he checks with Aubrey. Aubrey checks with him. He's ready to go. He gets back up. He wanted the flying knee again, but Paige countered it, reversed it into a flying clothesline. Or he reversed the flying clothesline into a forearm. I'm sorry. Paige then took Takeshita to the top rope, and this is where Takeshita hit a diving clothesline. Paige popped up, hit a lariat, followed by the buckshot. That did not end the match, though, because Paige hit the GTS on Takeshita for the 1-2-3 Jesse. Punk looked on. He did not even seem to be bothered by the fact that Paige hit the GTS. He was more amused and humored by it. But Punk is looking on as Paige gets the win with his own finishing move. I love that little added touch at the end of this match.
Yeah, it's all about, you know, it's the story that Hangman and Takeshita told in the ring was all in a part of the build to the Punk and Hangman match, and it was done so subtly, you know, but it's still done so well, you know. And Donzel McCallop in the chat makes a good point. Juice Robinson is another one that didn't do too well here in the States.
No. Went
to New Japan and made a huge name for himself.
I remember when he was in NXT carrying around that fucking that goddamn sign like he was an environmentalist.
Yeah,
what an awful gimmick.
And also shout out to Donzel. He graduated from school.
Oh, look at that.
I bet he didn't notice that I caught that. Congratulations, man. Good shit to you, man. Good shit to you, man.
So we got Paige and Punk then, Jesse, staring down at the end of this match. They were kind of advancing each other slowly but surely, and Punk walked up to Paige, put his arms out in the air, and we got loud CM Punk chants in Houston, and Paige seemed to be quite pissed off at that, and he walked away by shoulder bumping CM Punk and walked away in disgust. It's a great move there.
Yeah. They still got a couple of more weeks to give. They got to give one of these guys a real reason to want to kill the other one. You know, right now,
or is it really just kind of, you know, who's tougher than who's the fucking man around here? But it's all kind of buried in respect.
Well, yeah, I think for right now at this stage, It's about the title, which is exactly what it should be. That's what it should be. It's about who wants to be champion more. Now that we're getting closer to the match, I think now we can sprinkle a little bit of salt on this meal just to make it a little bit tastier. You know, let's dig in there a little bit. I want to see what else they add over here the next couple of weeks. I think it add a little bit more on top of it, just to give them a little bit more to want to beat the shit out of each other outside of the fact of they want to be champion. But so far, so good.
Yeah, I fully trust Tony Khan to kind of, and CM Punk and Adam Page to do what they got to do to kind of, like you said, sprinkle that little Parmesan cheese on top of the fucking pasta dish, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, moving on from that, which was a fantastic match, easily the best match of the entire night between Page and Takeshita, man. Shout out to both of those guys. Fucking great. Love both of them in that match tonight. And they defeated JD Drake and Anthony Henry, who are known as the Workhorsemen. Pretty much a job match, Jesse. Squash match here. We got Lee laying in some big chops on the fake JD, by the way, JD Drake. And then Swerve.
From NY?
Who?
From NY? Go ahead.
I don't know where he's from. North Carolina? He looks like a big North Carolina guy.
Oh, it's NY.
Yeah, oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Trust me, for intents and purposes of this conversation, he's gonna be JD Drake from NY.
Oh, okay. All right. And then Swerve and Henry tagged in. Anthony Henry was in NXT. Didn't really even get a cup of coffee over there, and then they let him go. And then Swerve and Henry tagged in with Swerve leveling Henry with a big kick. Lee tagged in, took out JD Drake with a crazy slingshot crossbody before pouncing on Henry. Lee and Swerve then hit a... I don't know if this is their finishing move, man. I know you've been watching Dark. I think they've been on Dark. Is this their finishing move? It was like a doomsday kind of senton, or what was it? A double foot stomp and a fucking spirit bomb combination by these two guys, man. What a fucking tandem finishing move. Holy shit.
Yeah, this one was new.
I don't even know if they have a name for that shit.
Nah, to my knowledge, no.
Someone on Twitter, I believe, said that they named this Fall from Glory.
Okay.
I don't know if that really makes sense, but you know. But this was a great showing for these guys. They're obviously in contention for a tag team title opportunity. You see where they're going with this against Team Taz and Jurassic Express. After the match, Lee took the microphone and cut a promo, and he said he and Swerve are now a top 5 ranked tag team. They were then interrupted by Ricky Starks, who got a big ovation, and Powerhouse Will Hobbs, man. Oh, my goodness. Hobbs came out wearing a T-shirt saying, "I break necks."
There you go.
Did you catch that one?
I didn't read the shirt, no.
Yeah, I break necks.
And no, we watched the show on Dark. Jesus, chill the fuck out, man.
What happened? You watched the show on Dark. What are you talking about? This is Mr. Dark over here. What are you talking about?
They did the same match on Dark, and the chat is fucking freaking. I'm talking about the finisher. Did they do that same finisher on the match on Dark, though?
Oh, who knows? Who gives a shit?
I don't know. The chat, it was on Dark. It was on Dark. I can't believe, Jesse, that's fucked up. It was on Dark.
Who gives a shit? Well, I break back, so I never mind. I break necks. I'm sorry, that might be a little.
The keyboard
that might be
down.
TTV14. I'm sorry, his shirt didn't say "I break necks." I break backs. He said, "I'm sorry."
See, that's another mistake. Oh, but you can't do. You can't make a mistake.
Holy shit! Who watches Dark, man? Nobody watches Dark.
The fuck is
the only guy in the fucking? This is the only guy I know that watches Dark, man. Give me a break. Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
Top 5 tag team. They were interrupted by Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs. Starks called them both jabronis. He doesn't want to get the correlation and the compliments that he's similar to The Rock, but then he wants to use The Rock's terminology.
Yeah, exactly.
And phrases. I mean, bro, come on.
Hey, man, that's a good comparison to be made to.
I know, but he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. He said so publicly, and said it was ridiculous that they thought they deserved a title shot. So out comes Jurassic Express, who are the AEW Tag Team Champions. And then they come out with Christian Cage. And again, Jesse, I don't know if you got this vibe, man, but holy shit. I honestly am seeing, and maybe it's just me. Christian Cage, man, very heelish in the way he's kind of ordering Jurassic Express around and making their matches and giving them things to do and what they have to do and telling them what they have to do. I don't know if it's just me, man. Did you get that vibe again tonight? Because Christian Cage came out and he talked about how Starks thought he was a real, or if he thought Starks was ready for a real championship, but Jurassic Express are the best. They then challenged both teams to a three-way tag team title match at Double or Nothing. But then Christian, Jesse, offered Jungle Boy versus Swerve versus Ricky Starks next week on Dynamite.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily feel the heel vibe this week as I did in the previous weeks with Cage.
Maybe it was the way that Jungle Boy looked at Christian Cage after he made that match. It's like, really?
Yeah. I was looking at that too. I was looking because he didn't put on like an obvious, like a cliche wrestling reaction, it was kind of like a subtle, just kind of glance at him a little bit.
Yeah.
But we've been seeing the little threads of it in the past, so I can see how it would apply here and everything else. If tonight was isolated and by itself, I wouldn't think anything of it.
Yeah.
But since it's in the story they've been telling, it kind of looks like it's coming soon.
Again, I don't know if it's the right thing to do. If Tony Khan said that he's already got trios championships made, I mean, that's a solid trio right there. I don't know why you would want to break them up now if those titles are on the way, looming somewhere.
Yeah, I know. I kind of want to keep all my trios together at this point.
Yeah.
Well, he does have a lot of them, though.
Yes, that's the one thing that it does. It's not going to be that big of a deal. It's not going to be that big of a loss.
Right. Cut out for a second there on me. But
never mind. All right, it's YouTube. Yeah. It's YouTube.
Yeah, but you're fine, though.
Anyway, moving on from that, we got Chris Statlander and Red Velvets in the back with Tony Schiavone. Velvet said that they saved each other in the past, but that ship has sailed and things are a lot different now. Statlander is in the tournament. According to, I guess, the dirt sheets, Jesse, Hikaru Shida is injured, and then she had kind of, I don't know if this was a shoot or if this is going to be somehow worked into the plans. She, I guess, found out that she was pulled from the tournament watching Rampage one of these last couple of weeks, and maybe she insinuated that she's not really hurt. So I don't know what the fuck's going on with Shida, man. It's a big question mark with Hikaru Shida. Do you got any information on that, or did you hear about that story at all?
I didn't hear about, I didn't hear that she tweeted something that was kind of like in contrary to what was going on. I didn't know about that part about it at all. But I would say that, girls like Shida and Riho are somewhat protected. So I mean, I don't see how there'd be an issue with them though.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Shida. There's got to be a reason why Tony Khan pulled her from the tournaments. A Ruby Soho versus Hikaru Shida match could be very enticing to the viewer, but we're now getting Statlander and Red Velvet for this match. The first round match will be completed next week, or on Rampage rather. And Statlander, Jesse, she's transformed into this new gimmick. She's not doing the alien thing anymore. And Friday, this will be it for her. She better bring everything she's got because she will do all of this the baddie way, says Red Velvet to Statlander. Statlander said things are different because they've both changed. Statlander said she's taking this opportunity to the top, and this is strictly business. So Jade walked in, and Jade Cargill is wearing an orange dress. She got the green hair. She's with Kiera Hogan. Jade said Velvet has a real leader now, and she kind of poked fun at Chris Statlander, kind of looking down at her, and she said, Tony, cut the shit, which is quickly becoming one of my favorite things on the show when she says that. But Jesse, I took away from this segment that Jade Cargill and Chris Statlander may be the direction that they go for the TBS championship, and that Red Velvet versus Ruby Soho may be the semifinal match that we get for the women's Owen Hart Cup.
I can see that. Jacob Donnelly and a few others in the chat are saying that Shida is stuck in Japan and that she's still working.
Oh, but she can't get back to the States.
Can't get back to the States.
Okay. That would make a lot of sense.
There's a lot of fucking, logistical red tape to get through to come back and forth from, out of the country to work in the country back and forth. I mean, so I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, so hopefully it all gets cleared up.
But what do you think about a Jade Chris Statlander match? I mean, they got nobody really lined up for Jade Cargill right now. It does make sense. I mean, I would like to see Statlander in a little bit more of I guess, of a solid role on the show. I don't know if I'd primarily, make her I guess the priority in the women's division. But Jade has nobody, dude. Right now, they got nobody.
It's probably where they're going with it, but I'll just put this out there because no one else is really saying it. I don't know what's going on with Chris Statlander, but this change is not a fucking change. It's not a change. She changed her outfit. She still doesn't talk much. They've done nothing with her as far as in-ring move set, storyline. Nothing has changed but her outfit. So I'm not seeing anything of extra interest in Chris Statlander. And just to be clear, I'm a Chris Statlander mark, dude. I love her. And I was glad to see that they were doing something different, whether to give her some kind of change, but I'm kind of disappointed to see that nothing's come of it.
Yep. It's
the same Chris Statlander, different clothes. And that's not good enough. She deserves a little bit more than that. So,
well, maybe it's her choice. Maybe it was her choice to drop the alien shtick.
That's fine. I'm cool with it. I'm not upset that they dropped the alien shtick. If you're gonna do a gimmick change, make it a change. What's different? You can't just change your clothes and call it a gimmick change. I dare anybody to name one thing different from the previous Statlander to what we have right now, other than her clothes.
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, what do you want her to do? I mean, she looks to be in the best shape of her fucking career.
She looks great.
Yeah.
Name one thing different.
Nothing really.
Nothing.
I mean, the same. They're doing the same thing. I mean, you don't watch NXT. I mean, sadly, I watch it just for the fucking laughs. But they changed Kaylee Ray. They changed her name, and they now are calling her Alba Fire, bro. They have her coming out dressed as fucking the female Negan. I mean, it's the same Kaylee Ray that we always seen, but they gave her fucking jeans and a baseball bat.
Yeah. No, I'm all about the change, man. Just make it meaningful, make it impactful, make it actually different. Don't be. It seems like she was like, I don't know whose idea this gimmick was, but it seems like they were almost scared to do a gimmick change because they changed a little bit, but not too much of it. You got to take a change. You got to go out there and do some drastic change. You got to do something different. You can't just change your clothes and be like, let's try this. I see people saying hair. Okay, they changed her hair. If you're saying that her hair, then you're just proving my goddamn point. They're not changing anything but her looks.
So you missed the booping on the nose, I assume.
No, man. The gimmick she has now is the same to the gimmick she has before. Nothing has changed. I don't miss the last gimmick because this is the same damn gimmick, basically. Turn her heel or turn her tweener or give her some kind of attitude change. Change her alliances. She's still with the best friends. There is nothing different about her. Nothing's moveset. Everything is the same but her outfit. Everything.
We'll see on Friday when she takes on Red Velvet how much different she is when she comes out. I don't know.
At this point, I would rather see her in the. That's not what I want for her, but it would be different than what she's doing. She's not doing anything different right now.
Just to let you guys know, my OBS is acting up. I just went into the red. Jesse cut out a little bit, so if you guys see that happen again, don't mind it. I will take care of it after the stream is over. So I apologize for that little technical hiccup there. Yeah, moving on with the show. He's back now, though. MJF, Jesse. He walked out with Shawn Spears. Jim Ross said this could be the most controversial segment of any AEW broadcast ever. So MJF walked out, which, by the way, it wasn't. MJF walked out. He sarcastically was crying because of all the boos. He is no longer on Long Island. MJF entered the ring and a loud chant in Houston of "You suck, you suck." Unfortunately, he says in the ring, "I am no longer in Long Island. I am in Houston." He's choking while he's saying Houston. He can't get it out of his mouth. He pretended like he was coughing and vomiting when he tried to say Texas, as if it made him gag. He said everything is bigger in Texas because he's looking at a bunch of dumb, grotesque, fat hicks. My God, man. Could you imagine him on Monday night saying that, bro? Going to Tennessee and saying that shit?
Yeah, no. I don't know what this bullshit is he's trying to pull, but you can't convince me to believe he's going to actually go over there, man.
Listen, man, it was a big story. We talked about it on Off the Script 4:30 on Sunday, man. I said it on Sunday. It's not going to be a money thing. It's not going to be a money thing to keep MJF or for WWE to get MJF, because Tony Khan is going to offer MJF everything that he has and anything he wants to stay. So it's not going to be a money issue. And I honestly think that what we talked about is probably on point with it. If MJF is going to want the money, he's going to get the money, no matter if it's Tony Khan or WWE. It's going to be what he thinks is going to be the best route for his career. Because before all is said and done, Jesse, it may be this year. Who knows? He's going to be the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, and he's going to hold that title for a very long time. He may hold that title until his contract is up in AEW, and he will get the money that he requires and he deserves. But it's not going to happen on AEW's side. And, you hear a lot of the innuendos about Tony Khan doesn't want to negotiate with MJF now. It's not because Tony Khan doesn't want to give him the money, which he could right now. Tony Khan wants to open the budget up because in 2024, not only is MJF's contract up, but AEW is going to go back into contract talks with Time Warner and Turner, and they're going to get more money on their end, which is going to free up Tony Khan to give MJF whatever the fuck he wants. So not only is it a good strategic move, like I said, it's going to be about what MJF wants in his career. But the question is, and I'll leave the floor to you after this last point, Chazzy, is MJF going to want to be a multi-time AEW champion? Because after he wins the championship, what else is there for MJF to do in AEW? He may seek other opportunities like a WrestleMania main event, like being the man in WWE, and that may be more of an attractive offer to him. Who knows?
Well, there's always more to do. It's like saying after Roman won his first world title, what's left for him to do in WWE?
Yeah.
To become the greatest, there's plenty to do after you win your first. Tony Khan is saying how, I can see what he's saying, when he says that he doesn't want to set that precedence to renegotiate MJF's deal right now. If there's a system in place, i.e. renegotiate when you're 1 year out, then stick to it. When you start making exceptions for certain people, then others also want the same exceptions. So if his contract is up in 2024, if the normal protocol would be you start renegotiating when you're a year out, then do that. But when it comes up, you give that man whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Basically, you have to give him whatever he wants. So there's no debating. The only debate right now is MJF wants to talk new deal now, and Tony Khan wants to say, no, we'll do it when it's time. And you'll be taken care of.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I also love about this whole thing, MJF, he can go on any interview, he could go in any ring, in any city that AEW has, and you don't know if he is being serious or if he's in kayfabe. The character that he plays is so unpredictable that he's always in character everywhere he goes. You never know if he's talking at his ass or if he's in character or if he's really speaking how he feels. You never know. That's the best thing about him. The character he plays is so unfucking predictable. You never know what the fuck he's going to say and if he really means it.
Right now, he's a modern day Brian Pillman.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's going to get whatever he wants. So, like we said, you could listen to him say whatever he wants with Ariel Helwani and this and that and Barstool Wrestling. You could listen to him speak about how, the people in the back, they don't want to hear me talk about contract or money, and he's hyping up the Performance Center. MJF is going to remain in AEW at least for another full-time run. So that's just my feeling. Will he end up in WWE? I do think he will.
Eventually.
It will happen eventually, and I honestly think that when Vince gets older and he gets through this second run with AEW and this second contract, Vince is going to be so old. Hopefully he's out by the time MJF gets over that and someone younger is in his place and really appreciates what MJF brings to the table, because I can't see MJF now on WWE TV with Bruce and Vince around the fucking show there.
No. And maybe he will wait for just that. Maybe he will wait for Vince to no longer be in charge. I mean, Maxwell Jacob Freeman has all the time in the world, man.
Yeah. So young, probably the best heel in the business. He ain't going nowhere.
No.
So he walked out, and MJF is out there cutting down Texas. Huge chance of asshole, of course, in Houston. MJF asked if they were talking about the man he's about to whip. MJF said Wardlow retaliates. If he retaliates, he won't get the match at Double or Nothing. and he won't be an AEW superstar. Fans chanted, "Shut the fuck up," which is the best chant in all of pro wrestling if you're a heel. He said if that happens, he can keep shining his shoes. Send out the pig, says MJF. So they show Wardlow being escorted Goldberg style into the arena by security while being handcuffed. Fans are chanting Wardlow, Wardlow, and MJF and Shawn Spears are waiting in the ring. So Shivani said Wardlow only needs to hear the chant from the fans to really get through this segment. MJF spits in somebody's face as soon as he entered the ring. Excalibur says he's trying to bait him into a fight. MJF's trying to bait Wardlow into a fight, and he began whipping. Did MJF?
MJF spit in Wardlow's face.
Did he spit in Wardlow's face?
Yeah, MJF spit in Wardlow's face.
Okay. So he spit in Wardlow's face. He started to whip him. Wardlow did not flinch, and he started smiling and laughing. He no-sold the second whipping, and he's just standing there taking it like a beast. MJF was not happy at this, of course. MJF wound up and started whipping him over and over and over again, wasting his whips. It was about 5 or 6, 7 whips now, and he got so frustrated that Wardlow wasn't flinching, Jesse, that he almost expended all of his whips here.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, man, this guy, when he comes out, I dare you or anyone in this chat, when MJF comes out to a live crowd, does anyone in this business anywhere get a more reactive heel reaction than him?
No.
Anywhere?
No.
Anyone?
No one.
He is literally the top heel in this business.
The first note of his theme music is received with fucking chorus of boos.
People, and this is the difference, guys, in go away heat and natural heel heat. When he comes out, everyone sitting down gets up on their fucking feet and boos to the top of their lungs. Nobody stands up and give them and give these guys a standing ovation, whether it's boo or cheer, if they don't fucking care about you. They'll sit there and say, "Oh, fuck this dude," and just start playing on their fucking phone. They love it when this guy comes out. They can't wait. People pay money to go boo him. That's a heel.
Bro, I pay attention to the ratings. I look at the ratings. I look at the breakdowns of ratings. I'm not a numbers guy. I'm a numbers guy on my own channel, but I'm not really a numbers guy when I look at the ratings. But I'm always curious to see who the top segment is on Dynamite. You know, last week we had a supposed dream match between Darby Allin and Jeff Hardy. It wasn't the highest rated segment or anything on Dynamite last week. You know what the highest rated segment was, and who was in the highest rated segment last week? It was MJF.
Easy. And I said as soon as it happened, that was the best non-wrestling segment of the year for me right there.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, this may be up there too. And MJF usually is in discussion for the best non-wrestling segment of the entire year because everything that comes out of his mouth is just pure fucking gold.
It's just like he sets the standard of what a heel is, dude. I mean, he is so fucking good. He is so good. I enjoy booing him. You know, it's so underrated. So when he comes out and talks about wanting more money and being frustrated, and I get it. You know, a lot of people don't get it, you know, and they like, "Oh, you signed a deal, live through it." You know, I get it. Why? Because guys like Jeff Hardy are coming in and making more money than him when MJF is the better draw.
Yeah.
In his eyes, it's just not fair. And it's not fair, but a deal is a deal. And MJF has said himself, he doesn't want more money on his deal. He signed this deal. He just wants a new deal.
Yeah.
So I get it. And he's worth every fucking penny of it, man. He would have to ask for a ridiculous amount of money for it to not be worth it. Anything else, it's just fucking worth it. You just got to pay him, man.
Yeah, and even if he asks for a ridiculous amount of money, if I'm Tony Khan, if I have that money, I'm giving him whatever he wants. Because honestly, in my personal opinion, and you guys know I would not bullshit any of you. I never do. If MJF left AEW, it is a crippling blow for AEW. Yes. You people thought Cody Rhodes leaving AEW was a fucking turncoat move, or it was a big move. Oh my goodness. MJF going to WWE, leaving AEW is one of the worst fucking possible scenarios that could ever happen for Tony Khan.
You cannot have that happen. You cannot have
I would rather lose Kenny Omega than lose MJF.
Well, you probably lost me there. I would say they would both be equally as bad. I couldn't see one over the other. I could see Kenny leaving being just as painful, but I would put them two peas in a pod.
Yeah.
I mean, you do not want to lose these two guys. I mean, I would say I could lose the Bucks before I could lose Kenny or MJF.
Yeah,
the Bucks are very instrumental to the company, so it'd be a huge loss. But even that being said, you don't want to lose Kenny or MJF.
Yeah. No, clearly you don't want to lose. You don't want to lose Kenny Omega, and I don't see any more EVPs here currently going to WWE. But I'm just using it as an example because of how valuable he really is, and I think everybody's on the same page there.
Yes, absolutely.
But the no selling of Wardlow here, of these whips, was fucking great. It was such a nice added touch. It just continues to create the attraction there of Wardlow, and it continues to just raise his stock. And this character that he's built for himself, and this entire storyline is just so great. So the no selling of these whips was great. So MJF was rapid firing these whips. He was expending all these whips. And obviously Wardlow, you saw the red markings on his back, so this shit was hurting. You know he was in a lot of pain. So MJF eventually handed the belt to Spears, and Spears whipped him. Still no selling. And Wardlow finally winced when Spears hit the next to last whip. Hit him right in the shoulder blade, right across the fucking neck on his chest. It looked brutal. I was expecting the final one or a couple of them at least to go across the chest. Because I know Cody got a couple of those across the chest when MJF did it last time. But MJF, the last one, Jesse, and this is I expected how this was all going to play out anyway before we got here. MJF on the final whip. He doesn't give him the final whip. He gives a fucking low blow, kick right between the legs. MJF then chokes out Wardlow with the belt. His face is turning all red. And MJF delivered a running punch with a dynamite diamond ring. And that was pretty much it. Spears lifted a limp Wardlow onto his shoulders, slammed him down. MJF counted a mock pinfall with Sean Spears unofficially pinning Mr. Wardlow here. And MJF then trash talked Wardlow and said he will not make it to the pay-per-view. It's just great. I mean, it was so simple. Yes, it was a rehash. Yes, it was kind of a rehash of what he did with Cody. It wasn't the same thing. It plays into their storyline great. It fit right in there with whatever they have done previously in the story leading up to this. I know a lot of people are going to hang on oh my God, they did this already, but it fit, it worked, it was great. I have no complaints.
Yeah, you know what I'm doing? If when we get to next week, MJF violated the rules of this segment. You're supposed to give him 10 lashes.
Yeah.
So
he gave him like 15 though.
Yeah, exactly. And then a low blow, but then you want the stip that he can't touch you and everything else. I would say, switch it up or something like that for next week. Well, since you violated the rules of this interaction, then I don't have to honor the agreement of our deal in regards to me not being able to lay my hands on you. So this week your ass out unless you do what I say, and then it gives Wardlow a chance to throw a step back at MJF before I still don't want them to touch each other before they get to their match, but it gives a different dynamic.
They won't touch.
No, they won't. But I would give Wardlow an upper hand for a week. So now Wardlow gets to pick an opponent for MJF and give him somebody that would, throw him through a flux or something like that. Just play off of it, because you keep throwing all these rules at Wardlow. He's got to be handcuffed. He doesn't get ring entrance. He can't do this. You can't do this. But then you fuck him over in the rules of this segment. So Wardlow should get some kind of payback, a little bit of payback in next week's show. But that would be kind of cool. That's just me fantasy booking, though.
And we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't think they really need to deviate away from what they're doing and what they've done. I think the whole thing about this is, Wardlow is going to go into this after being berated by MJF, and it's just about that powerbomb, and it's all built around that powerbomb symphony. When that comes, that's the ultimate payoff right there, and that's going to be it. And MJF, the question is, Jesse, and I want to pose this to you. Is it going to hurt MJF standing in what we kind of are hoping for him if he loses to Wardlow. I mean, he lost to Punk in the dog collar match. He's going to lose to Wardlow here. That makes 2 major pay-per-views. He's taken back-to-back L's. Is it going to hurt his stock a little bit for what we want to have happen here with MJF and the World Championship? Or is he so bulletproof right now and so over that it really doesn't even fucking matter?
MJF lost to Captain Sean Dean twice.
Yeah. The captain, bro, he's brutal, man. He's intimidating.
Does it feel like MJF's stock has dropped since then?
No.
Absolutely not, dude.
No.
And this feud was built around him losing. So he's gonna take his L to Wardlow and come out perfectly fucking fine.
If this is something that I just think about myself. I'm gonna let you guys in on the fucking sick and twisted mind that I have. Wardlow, he is obviously bigger than he's ever been, and MJF is helping that. Without MJF here and how good MJF is, Wardlow isn't where he is right now, and vice versa. They're playing off each other so incredibly well. And the thing is, Jesse, if MJF rather was so unhappy, and he was so unhappy in AEW, I honestly genuinely believe MJF is getting a fucking kick and enjoying everything about this to put Wardlow over. And if that bothered him, then, I could see him leaving and, oh, fuck this shit, I'm going to go do what I got to do. But I honestly think MJF is a part of building a better AEW. And I think he's enjoying every fucking second of this shit. If he didn't, then that's a different story.
This feud with Wardlow is raising MJF's stock.
Yes.
And when it comes to contract negotiations, because it's not just about how over you are, it's about the overall value you've brought to the company. And right now, Wardlow's on the path to become one of the top baby faces in the entire company. And that's all because of MJF putting him over.
Yeah.
Wardlow would not be in the babyface position he's in right now if not for MJF, and that's not even debatable.
Yeah.
So when it's time for contract talks, not only am I this, but I got this person over. He's also doing a little something for Sean Spears. I mean, Sean Spears is not breaking down any mid-card doors, nothing like that, but he has a solid role on television. He is the heavy of MJF. He's got a solid role. He's playing it well, and eventually, even guys like fucking Spears can eventually do something to branch off from working with MJF. So MJF is making others look good, which is something that every promoter wants to see. They don't want to see one person getting over and no one else. We want to see you helping the talent spread. Jericho get Sammy Guevara over, and Sammy fucked that up on his own, but if you help others get over, your value,
he may block you, bro.
Wouldn't be the first. It's not about you getting yourself over. It's, look, every time I put this guy in a match in a feud with someone, the person coming out of it looks better. I need this guy on my fucking roster.
Yeah.
So, and that's what anybody in the ring with MJF is getting cheered, bro.
Yeah.
Anybody.
It just goes to show you, and it's a testament to how good he really is. So we could sit here and talk about MJF and fucking praise him to the high heavens all stream long, but you guys know that already. We don't want to bore you. It's going to be a great thing to see at Double or Nothing for sure. Trent Beretta and Rocky Romero cut a promo backstage. Beretta said Roppongi Vice is back together full-time. Romero said that they're going after the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships, and that's something that has eluded them. He said the IWGP Tag Team titles come next, and then the AEW Tag Team titles. So, Jesse, they're starting with FTR. When do you think we see this match? Trent and Rocky Romero versus FTR for the ROH Tag Team titles. Is this something that we could see at Double or Nothing? Is this something that we could see on a Dynamite, or maybe a Battle of the Belts or something like that coming up? I don't know, but apparently we're getting FTR and Roppongi Vice in the near future.
Yeah, I wouldn't see it at Double or Nothing. That's way too short. Maybe AEW television. I mean, it does seem more like a television feud rather than a pay-per-view feud.
Yeah,
to be honest, and just put some build behind it, and it'd be kind of cool. I want to see it. Sure.
Yeah, it could be good. I mean, anything FTR has done lately has been good. So it doesn't really matter to me. Just get them somewhere, get them on TV. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Kyle O'Reilly versus Ray Fenix. This was an Owen Hart Cup first round match, and I was looking forward to this because it's definitely two clashes of styles here. Obviously, you got Kyle O'Reilly, more submission specialist, and then Rey Fenix, the fucking psychopath that he is. Absolutely great match, man. Holy shit. This was a great match. This was a barn burner, as I would usually say. And they went back and forth right from the top. Neither guy could really get any sort of advantage over the other guy. And a kick sent O'Reilly by Fenix out to the floor. This allowed Fenix to take him out with a huge flip dive over the top. Followed up with a frog splash attempt, but O'Reilly reversed it into a triangle and then a cross arm breaker, forcing Fenix to roll to the ropes to break the hold. So O'Reilly drove Fenix's arm into the ring post. This was the target for him through a commercial break. We come back. Fenix is firing up with some chops. Then a hook kick. All of a sudden, his arm gave out. Fenix recovered and hit a springboard thrust kick and then modified powerbomb for a near fall 2 count. Fenix then hit a rolling Hurricane Rana for a 2 counts. O'Reilly turned the Escalera into some butterfly suplexes. Fenix rushed O'Reilly into the corner, and he laid in some strikes. Another springboard thrust kick. This was followed up by a half-and-half suplex. Then both men started trading some big moves back and forth. Huge chops. That led to a double down for both guys. O'Reilly, he went for a wrist lock. They traded some strikes. Fenix hit a beautiful rope run Hurricane Rana out to the floor. It was definitely a holy shit moment. He went for a rolling cutter. O'Reilly turned it into a cross arm breaker. O'Reilly freed Fenix's arm, and that was enough for the submission because the cross arm breaker was it. He let go of the hold. I'm like, holy shit, he tapped out. I didn't even initially see the tap out at first. And all of a sudden the bell rings and O'Reilly's declared the winner. And Jesse, I was actually shocked by the outcome. I thought we were definitely getting Rey Fenix here. I know you talked about maybe we get Cole versus O'Reilly in the final. I know you texted me back saying that you were even surprised by this. I didn't even think the fucking match was over when the submission move was applied. And then he let it go. I'm like, is that it? I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah. A lot of selling going on from Fenix. And and it kind of cut right to it. Good for Kyle, man. That's a big win for him.
It is a big win. I know a lot of people did not enjoy his singles run in NXT because they gave him no charisma. They kind of abandoned the Undisputed Era version of Kyle O'Reilly, and he was really nothing without Bobby Fish and Roddy and Adam Cole. They just kind of left him, and they all left him, except for Roddy was there, but they all eventually left him. Fish got fired. Cole walked away. Roddy was still there, but he wasn't really doing much of anything. They didn't really do anything with O'Reilly. And this version of O'Reilly is the O'Reilly that we should have gotten on NXT. But with the whole change, all that shit just went right out the window. He always looks good in the ring. And he's such a great seller. And this style against Fenix was great. He grounded Fenix. The submission style took Fenix out. And a match against Samoa Joe, man, that's a very interesting match going into next week. Those two guys got very similar styles, but obviously one is a lot larger than the other, so it's going to be very interesting to see.
Those guys, O'Reilly and Fish, they just need to be together. Because when they're even with them not in a match together, they need to be on the same show together for their gimmicks to kind of vibe and flow and make sense. Because when we had Fish by himself, it just wasn't working.
No,
it just wasn't working. As soon as we got Kyle in, they put them together. It all made sense. Now it all flows. So I'm happy Red Dragon is back together. Yeah,
this is going to be a great match. I'm very much looking forward to Samoa Joe versus Kyle O'Reilly next week. I would like to see Samoa Joe win, but like we talked about before, I think a Samoa Joe versus Adam Cole match is very intriguing. And I don't think we really got that in NXT, if I'm not mistaken. But with Samoa Joe and Jay Lethal, it's very difficult to envision Samoa Joe and Jay Lethal not being on the Double or Nothing card after they put so much effort into Satnam Singh and getting the storyline to kind of bleed over from Ring of Honor onto AEW Dynamite. It's going to be a little toss-up. I would much rather see Joe and Adam Cole in the finals. I don't really care either way, but I think I prefer Joe or in the finals against Adam Cole over O'Reilly. But then what does the rest of Red Dragon do? What does Red Dragon do at the pay-per-view? So I don't know. You're going to get O'Reilly at the pay-per-view against Cole, and then Samoa Joe's going to get his match with Jay Lethal. They both get on the pay-per-view. You can't leave one off the show. It's a toss-up. I don't know what Tony Khan's planning to do, but I'd much rather see Samoa Joe there.
Yeah, interesting. Let's see where they going with this, man. I kind of like it.
Yeah. So great match. I would urge you guys to go out and watch this one and the Takeshita versus Adam Page match. Two great matches on tonight's Dynamite, man. Very, very good wrestling tonight on Wednesday night. Chris Jericho and William Regal, they had a confrontation for the ages here. And Bryan Danielson, he comes out to his music. Then William Regal followed behind. John Moxley made his entrance. Eddie Kingston, Santana, Ortiz, they all came out. Then the Jericho Appreciation Society walked out to Judas. Jesse, you texted me saying that, ever since he's gone heel, he's had the same theme music. He should have dumped this Judas theme song as soon as he went heel because it's very much a babyface theme. But, it was actually raised as far as the questioning is concerned. I don't know if it was Chris Jericho who was asked the question and answered, or if it was Tony Khan who was asked the question in regards to Chris Jericho's theme music. But the commonality here is Jericho and Tony Khan, they've kind of come to an agreement with each other that Judas is very important to the AEW fans, and that's why they didn't change the theme music.
To me, that's all the more reason to get rid of it, because it's that important. I'm serious, man. I mean, look, we all know Jericho's not going to be heel forever.
No.
He's going to go back to babyface. And when he goes back to babyface and he comes back out for the first time as babyface and that Judas fucking hits, listen, think about that pop. Change it for right now. You don't want the fans cheering him anymore. You don't want them cheering his crew. Take the song from them. Don't just subtly, have it go away. Take it from him. I'm taking my song from you fans because you fans don't fucking deserve it.
You know what it is? Judas, I don't think Judas is their best song. Judas is their most popular song. Right. I don't think Judas is their best song. If I was to pick a Fozzy song that I actually like better than Judas or any other Fozzy song in general, you got to go back to their first album. Their first album was a bunch of cover songs, and they had their first 4 originals on their first album. And my favorite Fozzy song is "Crucify Yourself." I think that's their best song, and I think Rich Ward, their guitar player, is fucking fantastic because he used to guitar for a rap metal band called Stuck Mojo, and I thought they were great too. Regardless of that, I'm not here to talk about music. The point I'm trying to make is, Jesse, Edge went heel. And Edge, we know Edge has Metalingus by Alter Bridge. Edge goes heel, and the first thing that he does on the first night he's heel is change his theme music to another Alter Bridge song, a much darker Alter Bridge song.
Yeah.
One that fits his current heel gimmick, and it's called The Other Side, and it's one of Alter Bridge's most darkest songs. It's about, heaven and hell and the light and the dark and all that other shit. And people doing bad, and what you get for doing bad, you get sent down to hell. Regardless of that, it works. That's what Jericho should have did. He should have found something in his catalog that was dark that fit his current heel gimmick.
Well, yeah, I mean, you hit it on the head right there. I mean, so if Judas is not his best song, it's just his most popular song, all the more reason to change his theme for a little bit.
Yeah.
Grab a darker song, something that's better than Judas that the fans don't know about because they didn't listen to the album like me, and play that one. And then say, oh, wow, I was, digging Judas, but this one is nice too.
Yeah.
And let that one go for a few weeks, a couple of months at a time. And then whenever he turns back, dude, think about that fucking pop when Judas comes back. It's not going away forever.
No. And listen, I'm not here to tell Jericho of all fucking people what to do. I'm just giving my fans perspective. Jericho's going to do what he wants to do, and usually everything that he does is just great. So I'm not going to sit here and tell Jericho how to do his job. But yeah, I mean, I'm just making a correlation between Adam Copeland and Chris Jericho here, and the similarities of them going heel, and one, really being very scientific in his approach. I'm going to change my theme. It's the little things that really kind of enhance the heel character. Yeah. But Jericho's being a slimy, snivelly fucking prick heel. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter to me.
No, it doesn't. But I would love to see. I guess it would be the frosting on the cake, because I mean, the run is fine. As long as the heel run is doing great, it's fine. It's entertaining. I mean, that's all that really matters, I guess. But this is just icing on the cake for me. I would take the theme song away from the same way Ciampa did. He took his fucking theme song away from the fan. You don't get to sing my damn song.
Yeah. Oh, that was great. Don't get me started on that.
Man.
That was so good. Anyway, Jericho talked about the heinous attack orchestrated by Regal. He called him an old friend. And Jericho said it's nice to see Regal because he thought he'd be dead by now. Jericho was on fire tonight. He said, it's amazing that Regal still has a brain that works after all the abuse he put himself through. He said Regal could have been one of the greatest of all time like him. Instead, you ended up nothing more than a world-class addict. He then says he's been fired from every company he's ever worked for until you weaseled your way into AEW on the coattails of your proteges. He says he's got Santana and Ortiz there who are too stupid to realize everything that they've ever got in AEW was because of Chris Jericho. Then he brought up Eddie Kingston. Fans love Eddie. They were chanting his name. Jericho says he was too stupid not to stay at home and take care of his family after he burned his face. He then told Eddie Kingston that his wife should give him a call if she needs any pointers. He then said Danielson might be the greatest pro wrestler in the world today, yet is nothing more than a squeaky clean geek. He used the term nerd. I like the word geek better. He said he never had a drink or did a drug in his life. He said if he sticks with that group, he'll have to join the program along with Jon Moxley. So fans were like, oh my goodness, with that one. I'm like, come on, man. It's Chris Jericho. He's going to try and get the heel heat from the fans. He's doing his job. So Jericho said Regal and Moxley, holy shit, they are birds of a feather, aren't they? He told Regal to stay away from them because otherwise he'll throw a fireball in their face because he, Jesse, is a wizard. He is a wizard. You know, we got Becky playing Gollum on Monday Night Raw, and we got Jericho, who is fucking Gandalf the White. So I much rather prefer this version of fucking Lord of the Rings here on AEW Dynamite. So he said, maybe, Regal, I'll piss in your tea again.
Again.
So Regal, you know, obviously he was not going to sit there and take this verbal abuse by Jericho. He said it was 1997, and he first met Jericho, and he had to listen to his whiny, vile trap. Ever since then, he said the only thing that would make him sicker to his stomach would be the screams of a burning orphanage. So that line didn't really do anything for me. He didn't really get any reaction from that line, but he said it anyway. Regal says he might be right about aspects of his past, but in the last 21 years, one thing has kept him going, and that is for every single time he was on a show with him, and that was hundreds of times, when I wasn't wrestling you, whenever you were in the ring, I would go to your locker room, I would open up your bag, and I would take out your toiletry bag, and I would unzip it very gently, and I would take out your toothbrush and stick it right up my bottom, he says. So Daniel,
let me pause there for a second.
Sure.
So I'm trying to envision someone walking into a locker room and witnessing William Regal sticking a toothbrush up his ass.
William Regal is sticking a toothbrush up his ass. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Proceed.
Do you not believe him that he did that? Because I very much do believe him.
Yeah, that's the problem. I don't not believe it. I mean,
oh man, the shit that used to happen back in the fucking 90s and early 2000s, man. Can you imagine this shit happening now?
It's probably a shoot.
Can you imagine someone going into Roman Reigns' bag, bro, and opening up his toiletry bag and putting Roman Reigns' toothbrush up their fucking asshole? Seriously.
It's probably a legit shoot.
Yes. I mean, what we got was a legit shoot here, folks. This is real. No doubt about it.
Need to get into Mark Henry's Subway meatball sandwiches,
yes,
man.
Yes.
Okay.
Daniel Garcia said, oh my God, how could you ever do that to somebody? Regal said, well, actually, Flower, I did it to you just last week. He did the same thing to Daniel Garcia last week. Now, that I don't believe, but I do believe he did it to Jericho. So Jericho says he knows what Regal wants. He said they want to fight. He said it just so happens that at Double or Nothing, they invented the Stadium Stampede. And let's do a stadium, and then Jon Moxley says, no, come on, man. No, I ain't doing that shit. He says they're not getting sucked into his little sports entertainment vortex. He said that was a different time and place. He said this situation calls for them getting their asses kicked live in color in front of an arena full of screaming fans. He said at Double or Nothing, it'll be those five against us. Gang rules. Anything goes. Glorious, violent madness in Las Vegas until you are bleeding like stuffed pigs. Call it pro wrestling versus sports entertainment. The sport we love against a bunch of stupid bullshits. So if everybody's saying Moxley's going back there after his contract is over, nah. He's not going anywhere. Jericho said if they want anarchy, they got it. He says they are a well-oiled machine. So the last time Moxley and Santana were in the ring together, they tried to poke each other's eyes out. So they brought it back to the eye for an eye match that they had. And I like that callback, knowing that it's Jericho. I'm not surprised that that was brought up. Matt said Danielson called Kingston lazy. Matt said Kingston called Bryan a judgmental prick. Eddie shrugged and said, yeah, he is. And then Bryan was like, I don't give a shit. Who gives a shit what people call me? Kingston says he doesn't want to wait till the pay-per-view. Get out here and let's fight. So obviously Jericho retreated. He did not go to the ring. Danielson blocked Kingston from going after them. They shoved each other. Regal got in between them, and we got a little back and forth here between Eddie Kingston and Bryan Danielson before the segment went off the air. Now, Jesse, I do think that it ran a little bit long. I do think that this probably ran a little bit long and kind of cut time from the main event, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But besides that, I thought this was a fantastic segment. It set up everything nicely. It's always great to hear Jericho cut a promo, especially with Regal there. And then Blackpool Combat Club has been such a great act on AEW Dynamite. Are we getting a standard 5-on-5 tornado, or are we getting a blood and guts match that Tony Khan has not yet announced yet? And do we get it at the pay-per-view? Because if we get it at the pay-per-view, it may seem like, and I don't want to sit here and say that I don't want to see it. I don't want to make it sound like I don't want to see it, but with the way this card is shaping up, Jesse, would it be overkill to have a fucking blood and guts match at Double or Nothing?
Nope. Bring it on. Bring it on, dude. I mean, load up the goddamn cart. This feud has been built up long enough. We don't need to stretch it out any further. It's been the perfect amount of time. It's coming to a head. Eddie Kingston is pissed the fuck off. He's ready to whoop somebody's ass. Give him 2 weeks. Should be good to go. This should be a blood and guts match at Double or Nothing. I
agree with you. And the only reason why I say that is because the last one that we got was on Dynamite. And I do think that Tony Khan right now, he wants to make the pay-per-views as big as they possibly can be. I know those buy rates mean a lot to him, but I also know at the same time the ratings mean a lot to him as well. And this would be a huge ratings draw, I think, on Dynamite. And that's the only reason why I say that. But I do agree. I do think it does happen at the pay-per-view. I just don't know if it's going to be a blood and guts match or if it's going to be like a huge 10-man tag. I would rather them not do the 10-man tag. That's very generic. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see tag in, tag out. If it's an elimination match, then fine. Standard Survivor Series-like rules, I could deal with that and then maybe do blood and guts on Dynamite just to get them on the show. But doing a blood and guts match, I think that's a huge sell on top of what we've already been given for this show.
Yeah, no, the last one was on TV, because of the pandemic and the reshifting and the scheduling. I mean, we didn't get blood and guts when and where we wanted it last time, but we got it. This year he gets to do it, at his own leisure. So I think it should be done at a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And we don't want Vince calling any more sponsors to complain about shit. So
yeah. No, I agree with you. So hopefully that's where they're going with this, and it should be quite the ride if it is inside Blood and Guts, aka War Games. So we got a promo to follow this by Matt Sydal and Dante Martin, and Sydal says something about the two teams that we just saw in the ring. They can't get along, and they're obsessed with violence. Is the Blackpool Combat Club? Dante says he can see that they want to fight. So Sydal and Dante Martin are going up against the Blackpool Combat Club on Friday, which will be yet another loss for these two guys against Danielson and Jon Moxley. Should be fun.
Yeah, no, it feels like this feud and this build to lead into Blood and Guts is done the way that everyone is complaining that Hell in a Cell isn't being done. It's like their feuds are, strategically and just so happen to be built around a predetermined Hell in a Cell match, as opposed to a feud coming together and someone saying, "Okay, fuck this, you guys are doing fucking Blood and Guts."
Yeah,
it seems a little bit more organic this way. So I'm liking it. I'm liking everything about it. I even like the sports entertainers gimmick that Jericho has going on, that I seem to remember a lot of people shitting on when Brody Lee did it when he came over. But I don't hear as much complaining right now when Jericho is doing it. But whatever. I'm enjoying this shit.
I leave it to people to complain about something and then forget about it just to make themselves feel relevant for the fucking first 15 minutes of their lives. Jesus Christ.
It's fun.
Ridiculous. Man. Anyway, moving on here. We got another Owen Hart Cup quarterfinal match between Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and Maki Itho is the female Joker in the tournament. This was rumored. Maki Itho did post something on Twitter saying that her next match would take place in the United States, which then led everybody to kind of insinuate that maybe she is indeed the Joker. I know there were other women out there that could have potentially been the Joker. I know a lot of people like Jesse and I have been clamoring to see Athena Palmer, a.k.a. Ember Moon, be the Joker. That was not the case. Athena actually went live on Twitch around 5 p.m. I know she's from Texas. She probably could have made the quick flight there if she wanted to after streaming, but that did not happen. She is not the Joker. Candice LeRae was another one. Taya Valkyrie, after we saw Johnny Morrison debut earlier in the evening, that was another name being brought to the table. Tegan Knox is out there.
Taya would have been awesome. Taya would have been awesome since we got Johnny Elite.
Yeah. Tegan Knox was another one out there, but it ended up being a letdown for me, anyway. I don't know if Jesse is being sarcastic or not. I would assume he thought it was a letdown as well. I know a couple of people that I know personally thought it was a letdown. But Maki Itho, Jesse, as the Joker really wasn't what I was expecting. But to get Britt Baker into the next round, I guess it's all right because Britt Baker was not going to lose to somebody or anybody in that matter on her way to Toni Storm.
Well, all kidding aside, we all know that Maki Itho is one of the greatest wrestlers on the planet. I don't understand why you were not excited for this, bro. Oh my God. This was awesome.
Yes, because I absolutely love her singing voice, man. My God, I can't wait till she puts out the full-fledged album, bro. Holy shit, I can't wait. I can't wait to sit in the Mustang on a beautiful fucking summer day, man, with the windows down, and I'm going to fucking the local Stop and Shop over here, and I blast Maki fucking Itho on the goddamn stereo.
So great.
Holy shit. She's singing along. I'm like, oh my God. I put out a tweet. I said, Jesus Christ, why? And people knew exactly what I was talking about, and I got like over 100 comments in about 5 minutes. You guys
because
are
everybody
fucking
knows
ridiculous,
that you hate,
man.
Everybody knows you hate Joshis.
Jesus Christ. I gotta take it easy, man. It's Pacific Asian Islander month or whatever the fuck it is on TNT, man. Jesus Christ.
And you've been slamming Joshis. What the hell? No, I didn't like necessarily pop for the Johnny Elite announcement, you know, but seeing it and when he came out, I was like, all right, that's cool, you know, I got no problem. And this was a nice little, surprise spot for him. I like it. And Maki Itho came out, I was like, oh, I don't get this one, but it's gonna piss JD off. I know that much.
Maki Itho plays up Twitter better than she is a professional wrestler. I mean, come on. Whatever the case may be, Britt Baker wins the match. Maki Itho and Britt Baker hugged at the beginning of the match. Then Itho tried to do a Kevin Nash on Britt Baker and laid down for Britt Baker, but Baker cradled her for a 2, or she cradled Baker for a 2 rather. Baker was like, "What the fuck?" And Baker hit a forearm. Itho started crying. She then stomped Baker's foot and then gave her a middle finger. Maki Itho missed a cradle on Baker, and Baker transitioned into a lockjaw attempt. Baker came back with a sling blade for 2. We go to commercial break. So Itho started a comeback here with a suplex. Baker drove her into the corner and pulled out the glove. But Maki Itho fired up and hit a headbutt from a tornado DDT, and a tornado DDT for a 2 count. Baker avoided a move that Maki Itho was planning to do, and Itho adjusted from whatever she was trying to do and landed for a 2 count. Baker came back with a thrust kick, flipped off the camera, applied the lockjaw for the tap-out victory, and that was pretty much it. You can see my notes. They were all over the place. I don't even know what the fuck happened in the match. Whatever. Tap-out victory, lockjaw, blah, blah, blah. whatever the fuck she's doing over there. And Toni Storm, thank God. Thank God Toni Storm came out to fucking bless us with beauty here, man. Holy shit. Toni Storm comes out looking fantastic. Even Jim Ross said, whoa, Toni Storm looks fucking great tonight. And she's over there smiling, and we get a Britt Baker match against Toni Storm, man. Looking forward to it.
All right. As much as I would love to sit here and question your motivation as far as seeing Toni Storm tonight, I just got word from the chat, and I just went and verified Bryan Danielson is looking at an injury.
How?
Doing the Rampage tapings tonight.
Oh, boy. Nobody knows how bad it is, though.
I'll send you. Looks like they're working on a left ankle.
Uh-oh.
Looks like they're working on a left ankle or knee. I'm going to send you what I got right now.
Uh-oh.
Sent by wrestlingnews.co.
This was to my phone.
Just to your phone. Yeah, you'll have it in a second here. It looks like, yeah, look like working on a knee or an ankle.
Let's see what's going on here. Ladies and gentlemen, we got news that Bryan Danielson injured during AEW Rampage taping. Oh, boy. Bryan Danielson appears to have suffered an injury during the AEW Rampage tapings. After Danielson and Moxley had a match with Sydal and Dante Martin, there was a post-match angle with Jericho and the Appreciation Society, and that led to a brawl. At some point during the brawl, Danielson's leg got caught in between the ring and the rampway. According to those in attendance, Danielson was stuck for several minutes, and medical personnel and officials ran out to help him. Part of the ramp had to be taken apart to get his leg out.
Oh, fuck.
So while there was no confirmation one way or the other, fans at the arena were under the impression that this was not a work and he was legitimately hurt. Another fan noted that it looked like it was his calf shin that was trapped, which would be extremely painful. So, I mean, listen, I mean, this is nothing but words on a website right now. We don't know until we get official word, and I'm sure Tony Khan would not keep that information from us if that is the case, because this is a major situation, and you don't want him off of TV. And this match is definitely in jeopardy if that's the case.
Yeah, that's a fucking problem, man.
I don't know how the fuck that happened. We'd have to watch Rampage to see how the fuck that happened. If they don't edit that out of the show.
Yeah, I'm looking at the footage that a fan took that Wrestling News CO posted, and yeah, it get wedged pretty good between that ramp, and the ring. Oh, that looks fucking terrible, man. Let me send you this tweet. That looks fucking terrible, man. God damn it. God damn it.
I'll look at that. I'll look at that after the show is over. But that's breaking news here, folks. Bryan Danielson is potentially injured from the match that he had tonight with Moxley against Dante Martin and Matt Sydal on Rampage. And Jesse is sending me the... let me see this tweet here. If it plays on my phone, just give me a second, guys.
He's...
Yeah, I don't... God
damn it. That doesn't look good at all, guys.
Oh, boy. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's in there.
Yeah.
That is in there pretty bad. Oh, shit. Listen, man, we'll keep the show rolling. Again, guys, if you're just joining, Bryan Danielson injured, potentially, we don't know how severe, at the Rampage taping, got his foot caught in between the ring and the ramp. There was a open area of the ramp. It wasn't flush against the ring. If AEW has a problem here with Bryan, they may have to rethink their strategy with these fucking ramps at these shows in these arenas that they go that call for this type of setup. If this was a normal Rampage Dynamite setup, this would not have been an issue.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that might cause change going forward. Like when one of the FTR guys fucked up their arm on that hook.
Yeah, they put the rubberized padding there on the bar that connects the post to the turnbuckle. It was Cash Wheeler tore his fucking flesh off.
a safety fucking issue, man.
Yep. Anyway, guys, we'll keep you updated on that. Bryan Danielson potentially injured at the Rampage taping tonight. Moving on, we got Tony Schiavone in the middle of the ring, and he is hyping up Dynamite next week. It is their 3-year anniversary. He was interrupted, Jesse, by Serena Deeb.
Yes,
Comes out and she cuts a promo, and she said she's so sick of hearing him talk. She took issue with what he said about her last week. She said after all his years in this business, in one short interview, he made himself a complete idiot because Schiavone said that he predicted Thunder Rosa to beat Serena Deeb at the pay-per-view for the Women's Championship. So fans are booing, and she's getting some decent heel heat here. She told Dustin, I know you're in the back. Dustin Rhodes, that is. I know you're in the back, so come on out here too, because you had some dumb things to say as well about me. So Dustin Rhodes comes out, and fans are chanting Dustin. Deeb says that they would, of course, cheer Dustin because all of their sports teams are failures, just like he is a failure. She then kind of ripped into Dustin here. She said she had to pay dues to make wrestling a good place for women today. She said that she had to put in breast implants in that prior era just to satisfy the old perverts. Ooh. I don't know if she got booed there, but, that was obviously a dig at WWE.
I didn't know that.
That was obviously a dig at Vince McMahon, John Laurinaitis, and whoever the fuck was over there at the time. She said she shaved her head just to show how badly she wanted it, and she still got no respect. She asked him to tell her face-to-face why did he say that she could not beat Thunder Rosa. She held up the mic to him. Dustin didn't say anything. She said that he doesn't have the balls to answer. Deeb said that when she beats Rosa, he will finally respect her. She slapped Dustin in the face. Rosa charged to the ring. Dustin held her back. Thunder then, I don't know what had happened here. I don't really know what happened. This looked a little silly if you ask me. I don't know if this was supposed to be intended or if this was an act. I don't know. It just did not come off good to me. Thunder, it looked like she elbowed Dustin inadvertently. As she turned to check on him, Deeb hit her with the championship belt that she dropped, and the segment was over. Now, I don't know what had happened there. I don't know if that was planned the way it was tonight or if it was something that was an accident and they just did it on the fly. But it did not look good, Jesse. That last segment.
Well, okay, so I see where they were going with it.
Yeah.
I mean, and I was happy-go-lucky that we got the Serena Deeb that we got tonight. She was motivated, focused, and pissed off. That's what we needed for this feud. It was perfect.
Yeah. We got one part of that. We got Serena Deeb doing exactly what we talked about the last 2 weeks. So I don't know if anybody in AEW is listening to us, but we got one half of what we need for this women's feud. Do I think this women's feud is getting ample amount of time that I think it deserves? No. I think the women's championship right now has taken a huge backseat to everything else on Double or Nothing, and I just get a feeling that we're headed towards the same way that we got with Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa at Revolution, and I'm not really invested in this match.
Well, so
I love the women here. I'm not invested in what they're selling here.
Right. So we got Deeb coming out. She got a fire lit on her this time. That's the Deeb that I want to see. And then she calls out Dustin. Okay, Dustin comes out, and then Thunder Rosa comes out after they have their back and forth. And all of a sudden, Dustin is now holding Thunder Rosa back. For some reason, Dustin does not want Thunder Rosa to get her hands on Deeb, which that part made no sense. And then to get into the elbow, okay, that part didn't make any sense to me because we've seen Dustin get into some knockdown, drag out, bloody fucking wars and keep going. And he took an elbow from Thunder Rosa and he's a damsel in distress, looks like.
Yeah.
And then Thunder Rosa stops worrying about Deeb and wants to go check on the veteran who took a elbow. That's the part where it didn't click anymore. Thunder Rosa came out house on fucking fire And I'm sure Dustin wanted to slap the shit out of Deeb for what she's been saying, but he's not going to do that because he's a stand-up gentleman. But since Thunder Rosa's coming out pissed off, I don't see why he's not saying, hey, now you got to deal with her. He's trying to stop it. It interfered with the dynamic, and then she didn't get her hand. It was kind of odd. It was kind of weird. It almost felt like it would have flowed better if Thunder Rosa wasn't even there tonight.
Or if she wanted to be there and she wanted to attack Serena Deeb, Dustin could have held her back, and Serena Deeb could have yanked the title away from her and smashed Thunder Rosa in the face with it. While Dustin was holding her and she was on his shoulder, grabbed the title from her and smashed her in the face with it, and then Dustin get in her face.
Well, here's
instead
what
of it being the other way around.
Here's what I was thinking of. When they did what they did, this is what I would have done. If she's gonna come out, call out Dustin, get in his face, she's upset, she's talking shit, great. Dustin come out, let Deeb get pissed and take a cheap shot at Dustin, knowing that he's not gonna hit a woman. And then let her take advantage of that shit and just crack him. I mean, just lay him the fuck out and whatever. And the night can end that way. She attacked Dustin. Dustin didn't want to hit her back because he's a gentleman and Thunder Rosa isn't there. Then next week when she is there, she comes like a house on fucking fire during Deeb's next match and beats the holy hell out of her for putting her hands on Dustin because she's pissed off.
Yeah.
It would have played a little bit better for the intensity of the dynamic rather than what we got here tonight.
And you are giving me what I usually say when I do Raw or SmackDown or when I talk about something on off the script. You know, the simple way is better. What you booked is the simple way to do it, and always, 9 times out of 10, the simple way is probably better than the more convoluted way. I thought they took the more convoluted way to get to the end result tonight, and it didn't really come off as well executed as I expected it to be.
No, Thunder Rosa had about a good 50 to 60 seconds of TV time tonight.
Yeah.
When it would have been better served if she wasn't there at all.
Yeah.
I mean, in this particular instance, it would have been better if she wasn't there at all. I mean, they could have booked it as, she had a previous engagement. She had something she had to do. She had some promotional things, something that she couldn't fucking be there. And so Dee took her anger out on Dustin, and it just would have created a dynamic. Now she wants to fight. Deeb wants to fight for her reasons, and now Thunder Rosa wants to fight for what Deeb did to Dustin, and that does add a little bit more to the dynamic of just wanting to be champion. Now I have more questions than answers. I'm like you. I don't understand how that ended at all.
All right. Well, we got 1 week. We got one more Dynamite to go before we get to Las Vegas and Double or Nothing. What does Thunder Rosa say next week to combat what Serena Deeb said this week? Are they going to have enough time to sell us on something? We got a Rampage where they could probably do something. We got a Dynamite next week. Got Rampage next week live from Las Vegas, I'm assuming. What does Thunder Rosa say next week to really get us invested here? And how does she combat what Serena Deeb did tonight?
I'm not too sure, man, to be honest with you, because the way that it all went down tonight, come next week, I'm just wondering how much time they're going to get. Are we going to get another 30 seconds? We probably got a grand total of 3 to 4 minutes of build for this entire match. I
don't know why, man. I'm not liking it. I'm really not liking it. I feel like, I don't want to blame it on Thunder Rosa. I don't want to blame it on.
It's not Deeb. It's not Thunder Rosa.
It's not Deeb. It would be very unfair of us and anybody else to blame the women here. I don't know why the women's championship is taking a back seat to a lot going into these pay-per-views. We get enough of this on Monday and Friday. Bianca Belair has flattened. She is not the same at all. She had that great match with Becky at WrestleMania. She's not the same. Ronda Rousey is a fucking failure. Nothing's happening on Monday and Friday. I just feel like women's wrestling right now, everybody wants to speak about, women deserve this, women deserve that. Yes, they do. There are some incredible women's athletes in this industry that are not being treated creatively like they should. And, everybody wants better for women's wrestling. And I just feel like the E, and I don't want to say Tony Khan's not focusing on the women, because he is. We're getting this great tournament. But there's something not right here. Something is completely off. And I read a report today that several AEW talent, MJF is apparently unhappy. I don't think MJF is unhappy. But then the report claims that I read today that there are a few others in the back that are feeling MJF sentiments and that they are unhappy. And they cited there isn't a pecking order in the back. It's chaotic in the back. There's no semblance of order backstage in AEW. I wonder if this is largely because of the women's division.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but it definitely appears that the women are not getting enough, not only time, but enough effort. If you think back to Britt Baker's run as women's champion, she was all over fucking television. She was all over, whether she was wrestling or not, she was all over TV. She was front and center. It wasn't like, it didn't feel like the women's division took a back burner. She could have used more credible opponents, but for her run, there was no lack of Britt Baker, so here it does feel like that the women's division and the women's title is not being given the same amount of time to flourish as it did with Britt Baker.
I don't know. I don't know what they got to do. I don't know what type of structure they need in place there. I don't know who's booking the women's division. I don't know why there's just a lack of creativity as far as storylines go. I know Tony Khan is trying to force a lot onto these shows because he's got 3 hours of television every week, and that's not including the dark shows. Those usually go 40, 45 minutes or an hour. But there isn't enough TV time. But this is your major championship in the entire division, and Thunder Rosa is on TV a total of 60 seconds tonight. And this is not a one-time thing. This has happened through her feud with Nyla Rose. This has happened most of this feud with Serena Deeb that just got booked 2 weeks ago. What's the issue? Does somebody need creative juices to get the women's division going? Why is there such a lack of creativity?
Well, it looks like, I saw someone mention it in the chat that Thunder Rosa has a lack of mic skills.
It's not
that. That's not the case.
No.
But I will say this in that regard. It does feel like Tony Khan has a lack of confidence in Thunder Rosa's promo skills. And I only say that because as soon as she won, we were waiting for her to come out and express herself and tell us how she felt about everything else. They cut her off at the knees with an attack from Nyla Rose. So, and then again, it does seem like when it's time for her to cut her promo and to talk and explain herself, that they do cut her short quite often. So I believe that Tony Khan believes that she has a lack of promo skills. I don't believe that's the case. I think they need to just let her do what she does. It can be a backstage segment, maybe not a live crowd, but nonetheless, Thunder Rosa does not have a problem cutting the mic. When she's passionate about something and she wants to explain how she feels about it, she's great. But yeah, it does feel like Tony Khan does not believe in it, though.
I don't know what it is. We will see what happens and how Thunder Rosa retaliates next week. I can only hope for the best here because right now, even though we are big fans of both Thunder Rosa and Serena Deeb, and we thought Serena Deeb cut a very good promo tonight, it just doesn't have that fiery flair behind it that we would expect between a match event. And OBS, I don't know what the fuck is going on with my OBS tonight. It is ridiculous. I keep going into the red. I don't know why. I go from green to red to yellow. I don't know what's going on. So let's run through this main event here. Jeff Hardy versus Adam Cole. This was the semifinals of the Owen Hart Cup, and Adam Cole wins in about 7 minutes. So the show dragged on. Or I wouldn't say dragged on, but the show went a little too long. And we get to the main event match, and it's about 9:51. The match goes on the air. We don't get a Adam Cole entrance, which is everybody's favorite part of the show. He's got a great entrance, great theme. Everybody loves doing Bay and all that other shit. Jeff Hardy, everybody loves going crazy for Jeff Hardy. We got no entrance for either one of these guys. Jeff Hardy got somewhat of an entrance, but Adam Cole attacked him during the entrance. Jesse, we get to the ring. The bell rings. Ding, ding, ding. We go to fucking commercial break at 9:53. They don't come back till 9:56. We get 4 minutes of television time with a match that is a semifinal match for the Owen Hart Cup. between Adam Cole and Jeff Hardy. And that is that, you know, a lot of people say that I don't criticize AEW. This is inexcusable. I don't know what AEW has to do. I don't know what Tony Khan has to do. I fully, and Jesse fully understands that they have a lot that they put on the shows because they only have 3 hours of television. But at some point, you're going to have to do quality over quantity. This is a WWE problem. This should not be an AEW problem. Quality over quantity. There is no fucking way on any show that Jeff Hardy and Adam Cole in an Owen Hart Cup semifinal match gets 4 minutes of TV time. I complained about this shit with Asuka and Bianca Belair on Monday night. That was a fucking travesty that they gave those women 4 minutes. And those two women, how good they are, could main event any WWE pay-per-view that they wanted. And they got 4 fucking minutes. These guys got 4 minutes, and it's inexcusable. And I honestly think, Jesse, it is time to start opening up the lines of discussion. I don't know if Tony Khan can do something. If NXT 2.0 can get a 5-minute fucking overrun, there is no excuse why TNT can't give AEW Dynamite a 5-minute overrun. 5 minutes of an overrun would have went so long for these two in this match, and AEW deserves a 5-minute overrun, man. It's inexcusable. It really is.
Well, look, if you need more time, you can't expect the network to give it to you. You got to plan your show accordingly. Maybe don't, and I don't know how he fucking plans his show, but maybe don't do it in such a linear fashion. And instead of doing it in a linear fashion, do it with what's important. Start off with the main event. So the main event is here. The main event needs at least 15 minutes, with commercial breaks and entrances. Allot that time. The women's world championship feud needs 10 minutes for whatever segment you got for it. Whatever you want to do, they need at least 10 minutes to help build their feud. You got the world title. That needs at least 10 minutes to build that feud. Set that time aside and build the show around that shit. The other shit should be losing time, not the main event and not the world titles.
No, I mean, just look at the show. I mean, again, I don't know. I know people in AEW watch this show. I don't know who watches it. I know for a fact that people in AEW watch this show. Whoever, management, roster, whoever. People do watch this show. Okay, I want to sit here and tell you that the Keith Lee and Swerve match with the Workhorsemen did not need to be on the show.
No,
it did not need to be on the show. You could have achieved the same fucking goal if you had Keith Lee and if you want to put it on Rampage, put it on Rampage. Whatever the case may be. We as a fan base already know that Swerve and Keith Lee, we're not fucking idiots. That Swerve and Keith Lee are going to get a tag team title opportunity because of the way they've been booked on TV. We know that they're going to be in that match at Double or Nothing. Why did they need to win against the four horsemen, the fucking workhorsemen here, JD Drake and fucking Anthony Henry? Why did they need to win a match for me to realize that they were in the top 5 or a top contender for the tag team titles? You could have achieved the same outcome by Keith Lee coming out with Swerve and simply cutting a promo and saving 5 minutes and giving Adam Cole and Jeff Hardy 5 fucking minutes. I don't understand how this show gets booked on a week-to-week basis. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes it flows great. It's the quickest 2 hours in all of fucking pro wrestling every week. But shows like this piss me off because it feels rushed. And then when it feels rushed, everything kind of feels unimportant.
Yeah,
You're exactly conducting a fucking tournament for Owen Hart commercial.
There you go.
I don't get it.
No, I agree. Time management, guys. I mean, take the show that they had tonight, look at it, find out what did not need to be. Like you just said, that Keith Lee and Swerve match, that's a dark episode match or Rampage. It didn't need to be. That could have been omitted. I mean, certain things that could have been omitted, and you make the important thing, you give the important things more time. You only get 2 hours on your flagship show. A match like that did not need to be on it.
No, not at all. Adam Cole wins, obviously. Adam Cole beats Jeff Hardy. Again, I was even thinking, why they get so short of time? Is Jeff Hardy hurt? Did he really get hurt last week? Is he banged up? I don't know. We got 7 minutes. Cole lowered the boom. There was nothing to this match. Nothing memorable about this match. All I remember is lower the boom by Adam Cole. 1, 2, 3. That was it. After the match was over, Young Bucks snuck in the ring. They confronted the Hardys. And Cole clotheslined the Hardys from behind. The Bucks landed a BTE trigger. Darby Allin ran out for the save. If anybody should be hurt, it's fucking him. Sting joined in. Bobby Fish and O'Reilly attacked Darby and the Hardys. Sting absorbed an O'Reilly chair shot in the back. No selling it like he usually does. The Bucks stereo super kicks thing. They put Sting's leg in a chair and they Pillmanized his leg. O'Reilly leapt onto the chair and crushed his leg, like I said. And that was pretty much it. That's the way the show went off the air. And that was your AEW Dynamite. Largely a very good show, minus a couple of things here and there. But, I mean, Jesus Christ, format your fucking show better.
Yeah.
There's no show on any planet where most of an Adam Cole match should be conducted in the middle of a fucking commercial. None.
No, you have way too much talent and too many things going on to fit everything into a 2-hour show. We all know that. So the stuff that you decide is going to make it on TV needs the proper amount of time to breathe. It's very important.
Yeah. Listen, guys, I appreciate you hanging out tonight. We need 12 likes for 1,000. I know there's 12 geeks in the chat that have not hit the thumbs up. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Hit that thumbs up. Thank you so very much for 1,000 likes, guys. We got some super chats to go over. We got some memberships to read. And I want to thank you guys for joining me on your Wednesday nights here for the AEW Dynamite post show, man. Number one in the community as always. Thank you so very much. And Jesse and I really appreciate it. Make sure you guys go check out all the other videos on the channel, man. Tons of Sasha Banks coverage on my end. Go and check it out. Follow me on social media at JDfromNY206. If you guys want, go follow Jesse at Chi-Town Smart. Jesse's also got the Dark watch-alongs on Monday and Tuesday. So go follow him on YouTube as well. Hit that subscribe button. And
are you familiar with the LA Dojo?
No. That's a New Japan dojo.
New Japan Pro Wrestling stable?
Yeah.
All right, they showed up on Dark. The stable did. Had a match with the Nightmare Factory crew and beat them, but whatever. But
I'm sure Alfred Konuha is jumping for joy. I'm sure he'll be talking shit about it on Saturday morning.
Yeah,
when he releases the Fast Nationals like a fucking scumbag because he pays for them, or maybe he's a fucking shill and WWE sends him fucking cheese plates out the ass in return for the Rampage Fast Nationals. Man, I don't know.
Well, they're here and probably coming to TV soon. The LA Dojo.
Oh, great. Who's in the LA Dojo? I don't watch New Japan.
Nobody that I know. Really.
Okay, well then I don't. If you don't know him, I don't know.
None at all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go with the super chats here. We are gonna start at the top. We got Wales with a $10 super chat. Hey JD, I am slaving away at the overnight shift tonight because I missed Dynamite. I'm from Buffalo, so I wanted to tell you, Jesse, that I love you, and I'm really hoping you are doing okay mentally. Much love.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Wales.
Thank you so much.
By the way, Wales, we love you, man, but fuck Buffalo, man. Fuck Buffalo. There's a couple people that I would wish really ill outcomes upon in Buffalo.
What about Long Island?
Long Island, man. Long Island people. I love Long Island people.
You love you're a fucking heel, man.
Yeah, I love Long Island people, man.
Wow.
I think Long Island is a fantastic part of New York City.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What a fucking heel.
Yeah, man. Not Plainview though. Plainview is fucking boring, man. It's in the name, Plainview. I don't want to live in Plainview ever. But other parts of Long Island, man. What do we got? We got Dix Hills, and we got Port Washington, man. Fine towns, man. Fine towns.
Dix Hill.
Dix Hills. D-I-X. Get your mind out of the gutter, clown.
Hey, where you hang out is okay, bro.
Listen, man. I hang out in Queens.
Dix Hill. Okay.
Yeah, I hang out in Queens. Tony Brown with a $4.99 super chat. Pro wrestling just occurred. And then he says with another $4.99 super chat, DMD excellent meat. Well, I don't know, man. Britt's got some meat to her, bro. But I mean, we saw Tony Storm tonight. What's going on?
Britt Baker? That's Tony Brown?
That's Tony Brown.
Britt Baker's got booty meat?
Listen, man, I'm not going to question Tony Brown's taste in booty meat, bro.
Yeah, Tony Brown is the booty meat king.
We got Tony Storm and Thunder Rosa on the show tonight. He's talking about DMD.
Okay.
I don't know.
And Maki Itho.
Who?
You don't like Maki Ito's booty meat?
Maki eats no.
Oh, come on, man.
Joseph Taylor with a $2 super chat. Give me Johnny Elite versus Ray Fenix. Sure. If I could book it, I'd make it happen. Yeah. Stephen May with a $2 super chat. CM Punk really wants people to hate him. No, he doesn't. Just leave Phil Brooks alone, man. Can we direct that hate towards Ryan Satin, who's a fucking scumbag, who got owned by Swerve on social media? Love it. Or was it Punk that owned Ryan Satin? Ryan Satin called, or CM Punk called Ryan Satin a scumbag.
I don't get why people are so angry about
Maki Itho?
Nah, I'm not gonna get into politics on your show.
I don't want to get into politics on my own show, but let CM Punk support what CM Punk wants to support, man. I don't give a fuck. I just care about him as a professional wrestler. That whatever his beliefs are his beliefs. I mean, it is what it is.
Of course, people who are not having it want to tell other people what they can and can't do. Whatever, man.
Deontay McCombs with a $5 super chat. Maki Itho, of all people. I don't care if Britt Baker was going to win. Athena was right there. She was streaming on Twitch, bro, with her husband. She was playing Dungeons and Dragons. I'm sorry. Michelle Moran with a $2 super chat. Maybe Gargano at Double or Nothing to help Darby and the Hardys. I don't know. Maybe Gargano is Johnny Wrestling against the sports entertainers.
That he was fine, but he was limping a bit.
Okay. Okay, good.
So,
good.
We shall see.
Michael Evans with a $10 super chat. Happy to be a new VIP. Great night of wrestling tonight. Last 30 minutes was rushed horribly. Awesome coverage of the Sasha Banks Naomi walkout. No one covered it better than JD. You better believe it, man. You better believe it. Love it. Thank you, Michael Evans, and thank you for coming to VIP, man. What are you drinking tonight? The Villain TV with a $5 super chat. 1,000 likes, guys. Villain, we got it, bro. We got it, man. We got Matt Eagle with a $4.99 super chat. Did either of you see the tweet from AEW that named Johnny Gargano as the Joker before it quickly was deleted and replaced with Johnny Elite? I did see that, but I only saw a screenshot of it. Train Hartnett in the chat says Maki Itho is greater than Sasha the hair-hatted hooligan Banks. Well, now you know why you're benched, Train Hartnett. I'll go tell Makaze that you're a fucking scumbag. Joseph Taylor with a $2 super chat. Jesse left the lights on in the venue all night.
I did not. They're on the timers, bro. See? Fake news.
Fake news. Jay Coyle with an 8-month membership. I enjoyed Dynamite tonight. Some things felt a little off, especially towards the end, but overall, I'd say a 7 out of 10 show. Thank you, Jay Coyle, with the 8-month membership, man. I enjoyed Dynamite, but it was rushed. Xavier Chavez with a new membership. Xavier, what are you drinking, man? Thank you for being a VIP. Hoyt Reynaldo with a $1.99 super chat. Dynamite. Fire Dynamite. Jesse got my Captain and Coke right tonight. He better. I don't know how you fucked that up.
How you fucked that up?
Angel Alaga, not only with a $100 super chat. Once again, Angel, thank you so much, brother. He becomes a member for 5 months. We love Angel over here. Thank you, Angel. Shell John with a $9.99 super chat. What's up, JD and Jesse? What's up, man?
What up?
Joseph Taylor with a $5 super chat. Vince McMahon needs to wake up and realize that it's not the attitude era or the ruthless aggression era anymore with the way he treats women. They'll never get past that, man. I honestly think that it's a smear campaign against Sasha right now, and I honestly think that they just consider Sasha a good hand and not on the level of Becky or Charlotte. It's sad.
I've said that on my stream. I think when Vince started putting shit into Corey Graves' ear and they put that statement out, I think right away it gave the shills and the apologists something to clamor to and a narrative to run with that Sasha was the one unprofessional.
Yeah.
I think if they wouldn't have said anything at all, that narrative would not be out there at all. So I think that was a deliberate plant of information to have that now, that 50-50 amongst the community going on as to whose side you're on.
Yeah.
So
Scenario 128 with a $5 super chat. What's up, JD and Jesse? Word out there is that There will be belts introduced for the winners of the tournament. What belts? Fuck you talking about? Each one's getting a belt, not a trophy or a title shot?
Someone told me that the winners were getting pink belts in commemoration of Owen and Britt, you know.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully that comes with a title shot as well.
Yeah,
DJ Foot Clan with a $5 super chat. I always find it funny when Disco Inferno trashes AEW. Serena Deeb's promo tonight was top tier. Props to the IWC Don. Order my t-shirt tonight, bro. Thank you, DJ Foot Clan. I appreciate you, man. Yes, guys, go get your new JD t-shirt at bonfire.com. Link is in the description. Go and check it out. Stephen Ross with a $4.99 super chat. Great show tonight, JD. Can I get a birthday shout out for my birthday tomorrow? Stephen Ross, happy birthday, man. Everybody give Stephen Ross some birthday cake emojis in the chat. JP5150 with a $5 super chat. I'm going to need my casual Casa Dragones over Ice JD, taking 2 drinks. One for Sasha and one for a good Dynamite tonight. Minus Maki Itho, LOL. Cheers to you, JP. I love you, brother. The Wolfness Way becomes a member for 12 months. Thank you, brother. 1 year as a VIP, 5 years as a fan. You and Jesse helped me get through so much BS this past year. And I'm finally in a good place again. Much love, OTS for life. We love you, brother. Thank you so much, man.
thank you.
We're going to continue to be here for you always. Me, Wilson, with a $19.99 super chat. Tonight's show was stacked, and I love this show. The thing was, the women's Joker was but a fun show tonight. One more week before Double or Nothing. JD and Jesse, you guys nailed this review as usual. Thank you, Wilson.
Thank you.
Thank you, Wilson. Always appreciate your kindness in the chat, man. Nick Crispino with a $5 super chat. Do they have the space for a blood and guts match at the pay-per-view? Seems like a street fight to me. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We both want to see blood and guts. I think it's time. Well, there's some trolls in the chat, huh? Yeah, it's about time we wrap this up. Barry Goldwater with a $5 super chat. Man, I can't wait for MJF to go to WWE. It's been dry over there. Yeah, Barry, you're going to have to wait another 5 years, bro. 7 years. MJF ain't going nowhere, man. And by the time his next contract is up, he's still going to be in his early 30s, man. Not even going to be in his prime yet.
Yeah, what did he give him? A 5-year deal originally?
Yeah.
He's going to get at least another 5-1.
Oh, yeah. Robert Lamoa with a $10 super chat. Over the past year, you defend Velveteen Dream, Bobby Lashley, Keith Lee, Ember Moon, Sasha Banks, and Naomi, yet people still call you racist. Yeah, I don't know. It's what the cool kids do on social media, man. It's what they do. You know, what can I say?
You defended Velveteen Dream?
I called him out on it, but I mean, he was proved innocent.
Man. He was not proven innocent.
Why? What are you talking about?
Who said he was proven innocent? Who?
I don't see anything out there.
WWE didn't find anything.
Well, I mean, that's all you need to know.
No, proven innocent means you were charged, taken to court, and found not guilty of your charges.
Listen, man.
He wasn't found innocent of
One
shit.
of the biggest failures, man. One of the biggest letdowns is Velveteen Dream.
Yeah, stop touching kids.
Listen, I don't know. He did come off a little weird.
That was his whole gimmick.
I know, well. I mean, it is what it is. He'll never wrestle again. Hibiscus with a $4.99 super chat. Yo, JD, just want to say you and Jesse are awesome. And if you saw the new Spider-Man movie, I did not. I'm late to the party, man. I just watched the Batman. I'll catch up on it.
Spider-Man's on TV now, man. Just click it and watch it.
Barry Goldwater with a $20 super chat. In WWE, you can win the Royal Rumble, Money in the Bank, Main Event, WrestleMania, win the Elimination Chamber, win the World Title. And here at AEW, you could win the World Championship and TNT title. What else can you do in AEW? I don't know, man. That's up for Tony Khan to decide.
Be booked correctly?
Yeah. Yeah, you can win all that, Barry Goldwater, but creatively, you could be booked alongside The Miz and wrestle alongside fucking zombies in a lumberjack match.
Sasha and Naomi won titles. How happy do they seem right now?
Yeah. Not very happy at all. We got a $5 super chat from Wild Stallion 77. Omega is away getting well, and that's why the women's division has slipped back. Don't you think Kenny Omega is kind of on the phone with management?
I heard they took the division from him because it wasn't doing well.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know who's in charge of the division now. Maybe it's Billy Gunn. I don't know.
It's Tony Khan. He say he runs everything.
I don't know. Something's wrong. There's a problem there. Robert Lamoa with two $5 super chats. If WWE were smart, they would quietly get rid of the tag team championships. Yes, they would. The women's tag team championships. Really, you guys meet in All In. Looks like you guys were friends since high school. It was All In, bro. Starcast.
I'm a very likable person.
Sometimes.
Oh, what the fuck?
The Professional Gamer. Thank you for the $2 super chat, bro. Rampage should go live 2 hours against SmackDown. No. Rampage should not be live at 2 hours on Friday night. It should be live 2 hours on a Thursday night. Or how about a Tuesday night? Nobody watches NXT. I'd gladly cover Rampage live at 2 hours. I need something to do on Tuesdays.
Yeah. Thursday. I'll take Saturday. Just its own day.
We got a $2 super chat from Fuzzy. Happy to see they gave Maki her full entrance. I am not. Cal L with a $5 super chat. What's up, fellas? Been a while. Miss you guys. Hey, JD, have you trained this clown about sour cream on tacos yet? LOL. Mustangs still rule. I don't think I'll ever get him caught up on sour cream. You know what, Jesse? I had tacos last night, man. I had street tacos I made. Delicious street tacos, man. Ate outside. It was a beautiful day. I had jalapeno crema.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I didn't use sour cream on my tacos last night.
Look, that's jalapeno crema. That's fine on specialty tacos. You just can't put sour cream on your regular fucking tacos. No. Okay. No.
All right. I'm still learning, man. I'm sorry.
There we go.
Daniel Rodriguez, Kal-El, thank you so much, man. Nice to see you back in the super chats. Daniel Rodriguez, $4.99. Even the guy who's behind the WWE Fox Twitter account even confirmed that with Punk, that Satin was the most difficult person to work with. Ryan Satin is a fucking cocksucker, man. I hope that he continues to stalk porn stars in his local Whole Foods. I have a Whole Foods just right down the road where I am, man. I'm going to go to Whole Foods and I'm going to act like Ryan Satin. I want to see what happens. Nobody wants to be Ryan Satin. Ryan Satin sucks, man. I get more views than Ryan Satin, and Ryan Satin is a fucking WWE cocksucker. Jesse apparently loves Ryan Satin. He's his favorite podcaster. Right? Did I get that right? No?
I've never read or heard anything about Satin.
I don't know. He's a fucking bitch, man.
I hear
people say that Sap has a punchable face, man. At least Sap is a fucking decent human being. Ryan Satin's got the most punchable face ever, man. Holy shit.
I've only heard about Satin from you. That's it.
He's after Nikita Lyons, says Hologram. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Yes, he's married. And his wife is even a fucking blowhard, too. Holy shit. Daniel Rodriguez, thank you so much, brother. Neb with a $2 super chat. Saw someone doing coke in the venue bathroom. Bro, listen, I don't know what maybe you were so drunk, man. Maybe you sat next to Bruce Pritchard, man, who seems to be drunk while riding Raw and SmackDown every week.
That's not allowed here.
No, that's not allowed here, man. I don't know what
we
you
don't play around with that shit.
No, there's no drugs in the venue, man. Barry Goldwater with $5 super chat. I'm starting to think that Big Swole is right about AEW and the structure. It's terrible. I don't know, Barry, do you work there?
I mean, look, nobody said Big Swole was 100% wrong in everything that she said. The consensus was she went about it the wrong way. That's it.
Tenorio with a $5 super chat. What's up, JD? Another question. What's your favorite kind of steak and how do you like it cooked? In the summer, I love skirt steak. Everything is medium, by the way. I love skirt steak in the summer. My favorite steak is filet mignon, man.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I could do a ribeye, a boneless ribeye or a filet.
Yeah.
Medium for sure.
Yeah, medium. But my burgers, though, I will say this. My burgers have to be well done. I do not like a bloody bun.
Good. That's how it's supposed to be, man. Ground beef and steak should not be cooked the same.
No. Perfect. Diablo Stacko, I know a lot of people. My dad eats bloody burgers. I'm like, how the fuck do you eat that with the fucking bun, man? I need a solid. I can't have a soaking bun with fucking blood or fucking all these other condiments on lettuce. You know, it just sips with watery bun. Nobody wants that shit.
No, a well done burger, and I think well done is taken like too far or out of control. Well done does not mean dried out and burnt. It just means barely fully cooked. That's it.
Diablo Stackola with a $5 super chat. Look, I love Asian women, but when the American Idol reject comes out, I'm very disappointed, and no, she does not have the booty meat. No.
No booty meat.
No, there's no booty meat on Maki Itho, bro. No, but I don't even think anybody's looking for that type of thing on Maki Itho.
No.
Man of 1,005 hole. The only people that like Maki Itho are the people that have fucking anime fetishes, man, that watch anime porn. Those are the people that enjoy Maki Itho. I'm sorry, man. No offense to anybody in the chat, but that's just how I feel.
Now, if we want to talk about EO now.
Well, EO, I mean, EO is beautiful.
Ooh, whole nother story.
Whole nother story, man. Man of 1,005 holds, $2 super chat. I'll send you a Maki Itho's new album, JD. No, thank you. I will take it and I will burn it, and then I will send you the fucking ashes. And Coiled Phoenix with a $10 super chat. Hey, JD and Jesse. Just wanted to come on here and announce I'm getting married. Uh-oh. I'm getting married and wanted to ask you guys if you want to come and celebrate with me. Hashtag OTS for life. Well, Coiled Phoenix, where are you, number one?
Where you at? Where you at?
Where's Coiled Phoenix getting married at? That's what I need to know.
Is it Phoenix?
It better not be Phoenix, man. I never been to Phoenix, and I don't really travel. I don't really want to travel to Phoenix in the summertime, man. It's dry heat at a fucking 115 degrees. No, thank you.
Ooh, I went to Phoenix once as a kid, man. Like for one weekend. My God, it was fucking hot.
I will be in Arizona at some point. I think my buddy Omen lives in my buddy Mike Omen lives in Phoenix, and he's getting married at some point, and I know he's already told me he's invited me to the wedding. So I don't know.
Congratulations, Coiled Phoenix.
Yeah. Coiled
Good
Phoenix,
luck.
we're happy for you.
Good luck.
Another single female in the OTS venue now off the market, bro. Who's left for everybody in the chat? Nobody.
Wait, Coiled Phoenix is a female?
I believe so, yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Where you at, Coiled Phoenix? There we go.
Yeah.
Buffalo. All right, there you go, bro.
Buffalo.
It's all you.
I just got done ripping Buffalo earlier.
There you go. Now you got to go there.
Now I got to go to Buffalo. Great.
Now you got to go.
Neb with a $2 super chat. Jesse, the venue bathroom is dirty. Get on it, clown.
Bro, I don't clean bathrooms, bro. No.
You don't clean your own bathroom?
I don't clean your bathroom.
Okay. Cal, well, I don't use the public bathroom in the venue, man. I got my fucking VIP lounge. No red meat for me. Chicken and seafood only. LOL Mustangs rule with a $5 super chat. Cal L. Listen, bro. No worries, man. No worries. I don't eat seafood, man. JD does not eat seafood.
Me either.
I don't eat seafood at all. Jesse, we're about to get out of here, man. Again, guys, I apologize for the shaky OBS. I don't know what the fuck happened, man. I may have to update OBS. Maybe it's my computer. My computer's been having problems, man. I don't know. My computer seems to be overheating. It's fucking brand new PC that I got last year from Paradox Customs. I don't know.
Clean it out, man.
I did. I did. Anyway. Again, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for everything. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the memberships. Go check out the Sasha episodes tonight. If you missed any of them, go get your new t-shirt, man. The Dawn of the IWC. It is now available on Bonfire. Link is down below in the description. Guys, I need two things before I get out of here. Number one, I need those guitar emojis. Number two, for my VIPs, those Mustang emojis if you got them. And when you hear that guitar solo, come on, man. The sounds of Pilot ringing out through the venue, man. I need that music on max. Guys, I will see you. I don't know if I'll see you tomorrow, but live, I'll be live for Friday Night SmackDown right here on Off the Script. I'll see you guys later. And we're done, man.